Hi, welcome. We are watching together on the Hockey Now Network. I'm Brian Sklover for our second game of the day today. It's a round-robin matchup. Washington Capitals, Tampa Bay Lightning, teams jockeying for positions 1 through 4 in the Eastern Conference. Looking for seeding in the next round. They'll be joined in the bracket by the winners of the qualifying round games and whatnot. Thank you for tuning in on the Facebook Live channel, also our Twitch channel, and what's the other one? YouTube Live, YouTube, Facebook, yeah, and Twitch. I'm sorry, I have Fox Sports on, Fox Sports Florida, thinking the game was going to be on there, but looks like it's going to be on NBC Sports Network. Let me flip over and make sure. Greg Wolf is going to be with us on the stream. In-arena host of the Tampa Bay Lightning. Got to spend some time with him earlier this year. I was lucky enough to DJ a couple of games for the Bolts. Very, very, very exciting for me. It was a lot of fun just to be in the big rink with the guys that put that show on. Big fan of the Tampa Bay Lightning show, so it was cool to be a part of that. Yeah, it looks like we'll have to switch over to NBC Sports Network for the game today. So we'll get you synced up once we get started. Also want to make sure that I get this up here. This is the other game happening right now, Jets Flames. 2-1 Jets here in the second period, about 3 minutes left in that game, in that second period. So we'll monitor that. I needed to take a nap because I was fairly bummed out. Depressed, maybe. Well, bummed out's the right way. I'm not depressed. I wasn't expecting the New York Rangers to win their series. Wait till you see Wolfie when I put him up on the screen here. I was not expecting the Rangers to win this series at all, but I was hoping for a little bit more than I got out of them. But nonetheless, we'll turn our attention to this game here. A round-robin matchup. There he is.
Scoring line was really the
What up? How's it going, dude? I'm doing pretty good, man. Can't complain. Can't believe that we're actually here. There's playoff hockey. Like, for months, it was just sucked out of our lives, and here we are.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing what we're going to do today versus the Caps. I mean, if there's any inclination of how we played versus Florida in our exhibition game, if we play like that, then I like our chances here this afternoon.
Absolutely. Did you any of the Flyers Bruins game yesterday?
I've been watching every game, man. I'm not gonna lie. I literally have been glued to this couch. Like you said, to not have any hockey, not have any sports at all, and to now actually have like 5 games a day. What else am I gonna do? It's not like I can be at the arena. It's not like any of us are in Toronto or Edmonton. So I'm not really working, so to speak, so I might as well watch hockey all day. So I am surprised to see Boston get beat in that fashion. I thought Philadelphia played fantastic. But again, it's early. Yeah, it's early. It'll be interesting to see how Boston bounces back before we play them. But I'm ready for the Caps, man. Let's have some fun here today.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how. As much as it was a case of, it was a case of the Panthers just not showing up in the exhibition game, and then they really didn't play well against the Islanders either. So there's definitely some issues down there that have been there. But as much as it was that, I think the Bolts were just like, someone was holding on to their collar through the whole season, like a rabid dog. Like, get ready to go, boy, get ready to go. You know when it's time to run, and here we go. It's time to run. Now, the only question is, like, I thought that Flyers-Bruins game yesterday was incredibly boring. And we, on the stream, some of the other streams, we were talking about, whether or not, these 4 teams, the Flyers, the Bruins, the Caps, and the Bolts, they've already made it past this round. This is just jockeying for seeding. So
correct.
It's like you're fighting for your life the way these qualifying round.
Right.
So, maybe the intensity is not going to be there, but I don't think you're going to get Ovi I don't think you're going to get Stammer. I don't think you're going to get the caliber of guys that we're going to have on the ice today to play a boring game. I don't think that happens.
First of all, Stammer's not playing today. I don't know if you saw that or not, but Stammer will not be in the lineup today. Hetty, I believe, is playing today, but I don't think Hedman may or may not be playing today. Stamkos is definitely not playing today. I saw that earlier on the NBC. I'm actually going to be watching the Fox Sports stream because I want to hear our guys. I want to hear Rick and Chief. And congratulations to Rick Peckham on his award.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, fantastic work, obviously, throughout his career. And I know Paul Kennedy, and Brian Engblom were giving him some praise before the broadcast because those guys are actually in Amalie Arena doing the play-by-play for the games that are up in Toronto. So I'd rather watch our guys anyways. But yeah, they said that Stammer's not playing as we're getting into the national anthem right now.
I think John Carlson is also not going to be playing. Let me see if I can. I'm a cord cutter, so I'm actually watching on the
NBC.
Yeah, well, I have it on NBC, but I'm going to see if they loaded the Fox feed up, because if they loaded it there, I'd rather watch the local feed.
Why wouldn't they? You're in Orlando, right? Why wouldn't they? I mean, we're the closest. I mean, it's not going to be the Florida Panthers broadcast, so.
No, it wouldn't.
I would assume that maybe Fox Sports Sun in Orlando would have it.
I sure hope.
Because the Rays aren't on, so.
Yeah, let me check.
It's Sonia Bryson. Shouts to Sonia Bryson on the national anthem right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely a cool touch that they added, letting, and dude, hats off to the Lightning with the pane of glass with the signatures on it. So sick.
Yeah, that was super cool, man. It was all over the city. Fans, season ticket holders have the ability to sign up for a designated time, obviously with social distancing, where they could come to the arena, sign the glass. We had it at Sparkman Wharf for a trivia night where fans could sign the glass, the players signed the glass, and then they installed it during our exhibition game with Florida. You could see it on TV in the corner. And I want to say that it's in the arena today. So super cool idea, man.
Yeah, I got
but have Sonia right now doing that.
That gives us feel. Yeah, definitely. Oh, look at this. We got one of our common buddies watching. Brody, man. Brody is
Brody?
Mr. Brody.
Bro Dizzle.
I remember Brody before he moved to when he was still here in Orlando. I didn't even realize Brody knew what hockey was.
Yeah,
now he's
man.
like bigger Bolts fans than I know.
As well as he should be.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's dude. I'll tell you. We'll get into it more as we get into the game. But like I've been a hockey fan my whole life since childhood. Moved out to Florida in 1998, so it was still really hard to consume hockey at that point. And even the Orlando Sentinel maybe get a blurb about Lightning hockey in there, but nothing else really to talk about. But during the first decade of the century, including the Cup, I was kind of disconnected from hockey, so I knew it was happening, but I didn't really absorb it that much. And all of a sudden, when I got back in the game, I realized how incredible the vibe is and the fanhood is out there, and just the whole culture that the Bolts have built out there. It's really exciting and fun to see, and it's infectious, dude. It's hard not to get involved with it. It's hard not to be excited about it. And then working with you guys,
right. I was gonna say you got to experience it in a different realm. Not just as a fan, but to be there and assist us on the game presentation for music while Babelski was out doing his thing. But so you got to see it from a whole nother perspective. But yeah, it's the product is remarkable. I've been to a lot of hockey games across the country and just sports in general, and the product you get at Amalie Arena is second to none, man. I mean, I know we're biased because we work it all the time, but you see how much goes into it and how passionate everybody that's on our team is about the product and the presentation and what we put out there. So if you've never been to a game at Amalie Arena, it'll change your life. And it doesn't matter if you're a visiting fan or a home fan. Even fans that come visit from all the cities are like, this is so next level. I don't even know what to do with myself. There's so much going on, so much to see you. It's remarkable. So
it's an electric. So, well, before I got to remind everybody, if you're tuning into the Hockey Now Network for the first time, compliments of my little cousin Andrew.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Get some likes and subscribes. That's my nephew, not my cousin Andrew.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. I'm going to keep my eye on Holtby. Make sure I get the I got Holtby on my screen right now. Looks like we're pretty close to synced up. I'll let you know.
In net, man. Yeah, here we go. Puck drop. Let's go, both.
Your puck down, and I got puck down right now. 59, 58.
All right, so I'm about 8 seconds ahead of you on Fox.
50, 49. Well, stopped at 50. All right, cool. We'll be all right. If you gotta get a
we're
pause,
pretty close.
We're fairly close. I'll let you. You know what? You're the first like super elevated, not super elevated, but your theme, you got your flag, you're gonna be excited when you score. So I'll let you break out the excitement, no doubt. And I got all the all on my end too. So
well, let's see. We've got Palat right now in the game.
Yep.
We got McDonough, Chernak, obviously Bazzi's in goal.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see who else is on the ice right now. Cooch.
Yeah. I think they're going to take some time to find a way. I think they're going to. I don't think the Bolts will. I mean, they
already Bazzi would save.
Yep, right into the glove. I got 1927 on the stop puck there. All right,
Flyers, so Hetty is playing.
I see him there.
Hedman and his luxurious locks. Look at the mullet on Hetty, dude. He looks like an old Gretzky, man. Look at the locks.
I got to tell you, Greg, like
that's the one thing.
Go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, go ahead. No, I was gonna say. I mean, I love it seems like the hair flows right now here in the playoffs. Like normally, it's all about the beards, but it seems like right now the players are just the hair game is strong. Quarantine hair don't care.
I'm glad the league gave them some freedom to kind of be themselves. Some of the coaches, Torts last night was wearing a track jacket. Craig Berube doing the same thing. So they're letting the players and the coaches kind of. It's kind of necessary. If you're not going to have the fans there to offer some color into the game, you got to let these guys do it themselves.
Have a little fun with it.
What I was going to say is, both games that I had been to maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, the fans were very critical of Victor Hedman. Like right before he signed his last contract, is there like too much expectation from him? I think he delivers a lot. I think he's a cornerstone. Here we go.
Oh, breakaway! Bazzi with the save. I thought it was gonna be a penalty too. No, but they let it go. And that's the one thing I will say about the refs so far is they've been letting them play. Like there's been some snippy fights, a little chippiness in some of these games, but the refs are so far, knock on wood, have been relatively okay. But to answer your question, I don't think so. I think Hetty has proven himself. When you win the Norris Trophy and you're considered a god in your hometown, obviously was in Sweden for the Global Series. Back in November, which seems like years ago now. Looking at this season, I still can't believe that was this season. It's crazy, man, to think about it. But no, man, I think the fan expectations now of Hetty are rightfully so because he's demonstrated he is probably the best defenseman. That's arguable. He's the best defenseman in the league, and I think when you set that standard, we're going to look for that from you for the rest of your career. To be honest with you,
you have to. You've got to. And it also having a player like that, a guy like McDonough, who is the captain in New York, he was able to come to Tampa and kind of not have all the stress of being the top guy when you've got, even when he came down and Strawman was still here, and then the support of Sergachev now, younger blood, and just the way Hedman plays, it's a really well-rounded team, man. It's still shocking what happened last year, but
it's there's no words, man. I don't even like to talk about it because it gives me anxiety to even bring it up. But now is your chance to right the ship. I mean, weird circumstances, we get it, but everybody's dealing with the same thing. There's no nice shot, Cooch. Back-to-back shots from Cooch. Nothing, though. But that's the expectation now. Everybody knows we're in weird times. These are weird circumstances. This is not the norm by any way, shape, or form, but this is the hand we've been dealt, and you just got to do the best what you can with it. I mean, there's not any less intensity on the ice for the players. I mean, it sucks for us fans not to be there, but I'm just thankful right now we're watching hockey, to be honest with you. So I'll take what I can get.
I'm with you. Getting into it. Well, the first Ranger Kings game, there was like 42 minutes of penalties they were calling.
Yeah,
but
it was.
Have to find their footing too. I mean, this is new for them. We talked about the theme of the last couple of days, where the refs won't have that sway from the crowd with the boos and looking to make up calls and all that other kind of stuff.
Right. It's a little bit less biased, if you will. It's unbiased.
Do you remember what was the last game, Bolts game before the shutdown? Do you remember what it was?
God, man, that's a great question. I got to look at my calendar. I want to say it was like, was it a West Coast team? Let's see.
I shut off completely with hockey, so I don't remember.
Our last home game was March 5th versus Montreal, but our final game was versus Toronto on March 10th.
In Toronto,
which we lost, yeah. But we beat Boston. We lost to Boston on the 3rd of March, and then we beat them on the 7th. So pretty even around, you know what I mean? Between us, Washington, Boston. I mean, the top 4 teams, obviously, in these round-robin games deserve to be the top 4 teams. This game, again, like these games, like they don't really mean anything except for the fact that it just gives you a better seeding. But if you know you're the number 1 team, does it really matter if you end up at 2, 3, or 4? I don't think it matters. I mean,
exactly. So you
should be able to beat anybody that's in front of you. I mean, these games don't, you know what I mean? They don't really matter. It's for seeding. You want to win because you want to get your legs under you. You want to set the precedence. You want to have the confidence going into the other rounds, to the actual playoff rounds. But I mean, so far so good. I mean, we're only 6 minutes in, but we've been in their zone a lot. We've got some shots on goal. Got a shot on goal. Yeah, it's been some good action at the net.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's I'm sure it's each team has their own kind of theory on how to treat these first round, at least for the round robin teams, because like you said, the games, they matter, but they don't.
Right.
You're not talking about playing in your own rank if you're, it's not seeding for that, so you're not fighting for home ice advantage. And on top of that, you're going to go into the next round, which is technically the first round of the playoffs, playing against a team that fought for their life, playing around themselves. So, do you play these games like they're, like you're going to be eliminated if you lose, or do you treat them like it's just basically like a glorified? There's John Carlson on the screen, not playing for the Caps today. It's kind of like almost a bit of a preseason for the teams.
It is. It's preseason. I mean, we just had training. We just had training camp. The other teams that are in the qualifying games, this is their do or die. It sucks for them. They don't get the preseason. You're like, look at the Rangers right now. They're in sudden death at this point. Like Carolina's just
all of a sudden.
They're about to be done. Nice shot.
Big blast from Mac. Was that Mac 20? No,
that was Bogosian, I think.
Another one that you forget that the team acquired him in the trade deadline around the activity there.
Yeah,
it's a big guy on
him. We got Barclay, Goodrow.
Yep.
We've got a couple guys that Mitchell Stevens got some playing time there at the end, but we've got our injured. Oh, almost poked it out of there on Holpe. We've got some guys that are obviously back from injury. Jan Ruda's back. All of our guys. McDonough's back. Let's hope Killer can continue to have the success he was having this season. I think he had 26 goals before the stoppage. So Killer was on an amazing pace before the stoppage. So let's just hope we can keep it up. But so far, I mean, we've kept Washington pretty much the first 7 minutes of this game. I mean, they've only been in our end a few times.
Minus the breakaway. Might have been
that.
Issues, yeah. That's what Bernie was suggesting. It might be some ice issues, ice bounces on the puck. So we'll keep it close, though.
I got a lot of rivalries with my family because, I'm from D.C.,
Are you?
And yeah, born and raised, man. I was born at Holy Cross Hospital right outside of DC in Silver Spring.
Nice.
Basically my childhood was all spent up in Maryland and DC until my senior year of high school, which I moved to Florida to get residency so that my parents didn't have to pay out-of-state tuition because I went to USF. It was really amazing that my dad did that. So all of my family obviously are Capitals fans. My cousins, my uncles, they're all Cap fans. Funny story, when I was in high school, shout out to Athelton High School in Columbia, Maryland. I was in the journalism program, and as part of the journalism program at my high school, and not just my high school, but high schools within the Washington, D.C. metro area were invited to Media Day at the Washington Capitals. And this is probably in 95-ish, maybe 95-ish. I want to say like Dino Ciccarelli was playing for them back then. I mean, it was a long time ago, right? So got a chance to basically attend practice, got to do the post-game interviews with the players in the locker room and really get that media experience. And then afterwards, they had like a contest where you could submit to the team, PR folks. They had like this whole $500 mini scholarship thing and whatever, what have you. And so it was a really, really cool experience. And again, I wasn't a big hockey kid growing up. We were all about, we played soccer, but we were football. Like that was it. And baseball. Like we were huge Oriole fans, huge Redskin fans, not huge Cap fans because hockey was really not high on the list. But went to that media day, enjoyed it, enjoyed being around the players, got that touch of the hockey bug, so to speak. And fast forward all these years later, where I have ended up in my career and being a host now for the Lightning for 13 seasons, I actually found a letter, which I've posted to my social media. If you guys follow me at Third Leg Greg on Instagram, Twitter, whatever, I posted this letter that I found one day from the Capitals organization that thanked me for attending the media day. And I'll never forget it. In the paragraph at the top, it basically said, "We hope that your experience here with us today somehow molds or shapes your future decisions with whatever career path you want to go down." I never looked at that letter again from 1995. And then I found it one day and I was blown away. I'm like, how would I have ever thought that really years later would have come to fruition somehow, man? It was mind boggling.
That's so cool. I nearly got a tear in my eye when you were telling me that, just because, like, I don't know if you listen to any of the other streams or know much about me or my hockey background, but my pop was involved with the sport for 26 years in the New York area. And when I was a kid, I was able to be around the game so close. And like, I'm as much of a proponent for hockey in general. I'm that much more a proponent for sharing the game with the youth, because it's just incredible. Everything about it, the game and the vibe and the possibilities and the love and the raising of people. And like, I knew Doug Shearer, Sluggo, who was the equipment manager of the Caps at that time. That you did your media day, and it was around that time where I was, 14, 15 years old, and I'd see him come into town with the other equipment managers, and just they were so nice, they were so cool, they were so like, welcoming. I mean, accessible. Yeah, accessible. That's the perfect word. And it was really cool to spend time with you guys too. Earlier this year with the game production, because I'm the PA announcer for the Solar Bears here in Orlando, and we're third league down team, so we're minor league, and there's only so much that we can accomplish. It's limited staff, and we have Amway Center, but the tools that we can really utilize are kind of limited. So to be a part of like the big show, and just the love that you have, and John Franzone and Sean and just everybody. Who was that? Steven, the other game director. Right. Yep. Like, you guys just not only what do we got here? Killer.
No, nothing. Solid play though.
Someone took it on the skate. Yeah, I love to see that. Here's the pest Tom Wilson.
There's been a couple shots. We've got 6 shots on goal right now. Washington only got 3 shots, and we're through the first 9 minutes of the first period.
Yeah,
we've been pressing. It's been good, man. Like I said, we've been in their offensive zone a little bit more than they've been in ours.
Yeah,
which is good. So, anyways, as you were saying, the Lightning do a fantastic job with the community hockey program, the Lightning Made hockey program, getting sticks and balls I think we've distributed well over 100,000 sticks and balls into kids' hands in local elementary and middle schools. Obviously, that whole Lightning Made program is headed up by Jay Feaster, who was the architect of our Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. So to have him involved in everything that they do with getting out to the community, and not just, the West Chases and the Lakewood Ranches of the world, like they're going to the inner city and to the less privileged neighborhoods and getting those kids acclimated to getting sticks and balls in their hands, even if it's straight street hockey, doesn't matter. You can start somewhere. And so to see that they're building rinks, they're building street hockey rinks all across the area. If you build it, they will come. And the Wesley Chapel, the Advent Health Center Ice location up there is massive. That's obviously where the women's national team trained. I was actually there to host the U.S. women's national team before they went on to win the gold medal. But obviously to have that facility here in Tampa, just north of Tampa and Wesley Chapel, to have that Olympic ice, to have multiple rinks, to have dry training facilities. I mean, that is a testament to what our area has done for the game and for the sport and how much it's going to grow from here.
It really is.
I think it chaps a lot of people's hides up north, especially that Florida is a thriving hotbed for hockey. The fact that we won the Cup, the fact that we have the Panthers, the fact that there's so many transplants that move down to Florida that still want to have the allegiance with their team when they're in the building, but when the rest of the season it's us, which is still ridiculous. But the point is that I think people don't realize that there's talent down here, that kids down here love the sport just as much as the kids up north. I get it that they can practice a lot more and they can go out on lakes and stuff like that, and our Florida kids will never experience that, but we're doing everything we can to build it here so that they can have those experiences. And the Lightning are probably the best in the league at building from the ground level, from the youth level, for sure.
I agree with that. That's like you were saying, getting to kids that wouldn't be traditionally exposed to hockey, and that's where it starts.
Sorry. Pointer looked like he was getting held there in front of the goal.
Oh, good save, Holtby there.
Yeah, Holtby's been on it right now.
Yeah, he has
so far.
He's kept them in the game. Introducing the youth to the game is it's important to get it in the equipment into the right hands, because I remember growing up, the Rangers did hockey in Harlem, and that was a huge program for them, and they donated a tremendous amount of equipment and the facilities and all those other kind of things. And I think it's not before long, there'll be an Austin Matthews coming out of the Tampa Bay area, number one pick,
Someday it will happen. I believe that it will happen. You're going to see some number one kid. People are going to. It's almost like I'm going to date myself here, but there was a movie back in the day, a surfer movie called North Shore. If you've never seen it, look it up. It's called The North Shore, but it's about a kid from the Midwest who surfs, and they're like, a kid in the Midwest is like going to be a surf champion. Where does he surf? In a pool? Yeah, he surfs in a wave pool. And he learned how to surf in a wave pool and goes on and wins the pipeline in Hawaii and becomes like a world surfing pro. So same situation. The next Steven Stamkos comes from Tampa, Florida. There it is right there. You found it. 87. Wow. It's a good movie, man. But yeah, so what's to say the next Steven Stamkos is not going to be a kid from Florida? And people are going to go, Florida? The number one pick is from Florida? Yeah, he is. He's been his whole life he's playing.
Right. Number one pick when it's there. And then Shane Gostis, other players who have grown up in Florida that have been able to success on the pro level. I thought you were talking about the movie Airborne. Do you remember the movie Airborne? Like in the early mid-90s, the kid from California, surfer, and then his parents, like they are like veterinarians, and they go to Australia for some summer thing, and he has to go to Ohio to go to school. And it's Ohio. There's no surfing there, but he learned how to play hockey, rollerblading, roller hockey, the whole thing.
No, I don't remember that one at all.
Movies from our childhood, Wolfie.
Sorry, man. I was trying not to date myself, but that one's 87. That's really dating myself.
It's all good, man. It's all right. We're getting I'll be 39 in December, so whether I like it or not, I'm getting dated.
All right, here we go. Back on the ice. We've got 9 minutes to go here.
Yeah, just about. I'm going to get a sync-up point for everybody else that's watching. And I appreciate everybody connecting in here on the Twitch channel and YouTube Live and Facebook Live as well. Hockey Now Net is our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Instagram handle. So if you can give some follows, likes, and all that other stuff, that would be appreciated. Let's get you synced up. It's 9:04, 3, 2, 1, 9 minutes, 58, 58, 57, 56, 55. Now we're synced up. I'll be out there at the Wesley Chapel for Labor Day weekend. I work with a group called Blue Line Hockey Tournaments. We do youth tournaments around the state.
Nice.
And we usually do the Labor Day Classic here in Orlando. We also do, whoa, killer was close.
Too much. They were too spread out wide on that play.
Yeah, just a little too much. I'm not surprised by that, though. There's a lot of just like a half step behind, but there's a huge difference between falling a half step behind and like getting up to a half step behind. But
right,
nothing to worry about. Ovi's taking
like, where's Ovi's help? Look, Ovi's got nobody near him. Like, where's the rest of his team?
Line change. That's where they were doing. They were getting their line change together.
I didn't even see it.
It's cool because Vinny's kid and Vinny LeCavalier's kid and Dan Gerard's kid and John Cooper's kid, they all play youth hockey together. They play in our tournaments. And dude, Girardi's kid at however old he is at Mike, so I guess that's 8, 9. Kid has got a huge shot, just like the old man.
Yeah, man.
Them play.
It's going to be cool to see those kids grow up around here. Like you said, having that name on the back of your – I know Chris Dingman's kids play. I know Prospel's kids obviously play on the travel team as well. But a lot of those guys, like you said, their kids are here. So is Gabe LeCavier, going to be that kid that's dad's Vinny and is a legend in our city? Is he become like the next big thing? Like you just said, is he the one that becomes from our street? Street Lace, I see Pavelski's checking in. Street Lace. What's up, Sean?
I gotta give love to Sean. There we go.
Look at Obi. Obi look pissed.
Wow. That is bad news for the NHL. Mr. Kucherov has found the net already.
Look at Pointer just eking around everybody. Cooch just dusts. What's his face right there, number 6? Oh, he just like goes. I mean, you got okey doke, Playboy.
That's Kempney. Oh man,
he got schooled.
Dude, Cooch is a sport, man.
Did you see how the flick of the wrist? It was just like the flick of the wrist.
That guy is bonkers, man. Like, what a score. What a score to be able to watch him every, like, day in, day out. That's a special kind of player, man.
But not just him. We don't even have Stamkos on the ice right now, guys. Stammer's not even on the ice. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, is it going to be Pointer? Is it going to be Sorelli? Is it going to be Kucherov? Here we go again. Is it going to be Mitchell Stevens?
That's Yanni Gord right there, 37, right?
Yeah, that is Gord. I can't tell, man. They're moving so fast. Sergachev's on the ice right now. Yanni Gord. If Yanni Gord finally got off the schneid there towards the end of the season and started getting some goals, that was a tough hit.
Shoveled
yeah, we did. That's Coleman.
And Blake Coleman is great.
Another one.
At the trade deadline.
Coleman, like I said, Goodrow, Bogosian, like, we did a good job. Like, I mean, shouts to Brisebois doing, the work that he does since Yzerman has vacated. So to have Brisebois has been a blessing, not even in disguise. I mean, he was Yzerman's, a lot of people didn't know that. Like, he was with the Yzerman making a lot of those decisions the whole time. And so look at it, dude. We have just we're relentless right now, man.
Dude, fighting for both games. That's exciting to see.
Yeah.
I'm already more excited in the 13 minutes of this game than any of the games that we watched. Well, the game we watched earlier today, I don't need to talk about that.
I mean, it's just been, let's just stay up, man. Stay up, boys.
I'm saying. 6 minutes left here. I'll let you know that the puck is down on the ice again, and we can make sure that you're watching together. We don't want to ruin the game for you. So
we don't play. We just win.
That's it.
Pavelski knows.
Yeah, he just we don't play. There he goes.
He knows.
We're at 5:50 here, 49, 48, 7, 6, 5:45. So we're all synced up now.
We've got 9 shots for your Lightning on goal to Washington's 4 here through the first game. 4. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, obviously, Obi just got knocked right there by Sorelli. Takes a shot. Vazzy, nice save. Look at Tyler Johnson getting in on what's his face? Well,
upset. I was watching the Flames game the other night, and they played "Go Johnny Go," the Johnny Be Good for Johnny Gaudreau. I was like,
come on, dude.
That's TJ, dude.
Come on. That's straight swagger jacking is what we call that right there.
That's it. I was saying before when Cooch scored, I had to give lots of love and thanks to Sean for taking the opportunity to go to the Olympics and let me come and DJ those games for you guys. The couple of the 5 games I was there, all 5 wins, by the way, including the 9 spot versus Vancouver. Wow,
that's the second time this year we scored 9 goals, by the way, or was that the first time we scored 9? I think we scored 9. I think twice this year, and we had 2 10-game win streaks or more this season. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we started maybe a little bumpy, but then man, we turn it on just like we always do, man. We just got to finish. Like, I mean, I feel like it's a whole new season starting right now, and it kind of is because again, you're getting all these hurt players back, and that's not just for us. I think for all the teams around the league having the 4 months off, 5 months off, you really shouldn't have any players unless they had major surgery. You should have your full roster at this point. So, kind of levels the playing field, so to speak. It's not like there's a whole lot of injuries. Why was Carlson not playing?
Carlson part of the bubble, and so it could be. I wouldn't be surprised if there's same in Boston with Tuukka Rask. He didn't play yesterday. In respect to it being a
round robin
preseason for the round robin games, you know, they're not going to take chances in getting these guys hurt, or maybe not even getting them hurt, giving them the extra rest, you know, while it's there for them, because the teams are playing the 5-game series. They're not afforded that, and you see what happens. You lose 2 games, and you're pretty much like worse than backs against the wall. Like,
yeah, no, that's true.
I don't think there's any
like the Rangers right now. They're in a bad spot.
Yeah, they're playing for the future, though. They really are. You know, if they could have done something here, then that would have been fine. But they're not trying to. There's David Quinn's got he's got a regimen he's going for. He's got a timeline that he's trying.
So that goal for Cooch was his 30th career playoff goal, FYI. Congratulations to Kucherov, number 30.
What a score! What a scorer! He's just something about him that he's not very much of a character unless I have him mislabeled. He seems like he's a very quiet guy.
Yes, I would say for the most part. Whoa, hold on, we got penalty on Sergachev, or
there was a 4.
No, Sergachev's going in the box.
Oh well, that'll be a 4-on-3
interference.
Although a 4-on-3 is not so interesting. The Bolts put 2 defensemen out there on a 4-on-4, but
well, I mean it's gonna be interesting. 4-on-3. I like our chance. Nothing would. All right. Let's see. We've got Stevens out there. Paquette and Chernak are on the ice for the 3 Bolts players. Under 5 to play in the first. Come on, man. Why couldn't we have gotten Paul Porter recording in the...
I can do a pretty good Paul Porter impression. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but between Magic games and Lightning games, I've got that. I've got his. I had to cover for him on a Magic game. I had to do starting lineups for the Magic, like early when EDC was here in Orlando. There was traffic everywhere, and he was late to the game, and I was shadowing Simon, the audio guy for the Magic, and
nice save, Bazzy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's a. We were talking about Ovi's shot in the office.
And there was.
But we were talking about goalies are starting to figure out how to play that, but he still is able to get the puck through, but not on Vazzy.
Yeah, but you saw how quickly Vazzy moved over. But the problem with Ovi, like he was good because he was already moving over because he was anticipating the shot. But Ovi is so good, he can also calculate that. I can see out of my peripheral that he's sliding over, so I'm going to move my shot just that much farther to the right, so hopefully it goes over the shoulder. So he just didn't on that particular shot, but I've seen that before where Ovi, you can see he sees that the goalie's moving over, and he finds that small It's just like Stamkos. They'll find that small
Find it.
1-inch spot and they'll hit it, man. The
Turnover.
fact that I've seen Stamkos score
Hedman.
laterally, like on the line and still score in the net is
Yeah.
mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Like next to the net.
2-on-1 here. Ovi's in. Ovi's in.
Nope.
Holds on to the puck.
Forced him behind the goal. We got 20 seconds left in the 4-on-3. Hetty's in right now, but he does not have a stick. Oh boy! Oh my God! I thought that was in.
Is that a pad flag?
Oh geez, Fazzy, another save.
Big save. Look at that.
Fazzy, wow.
Can't be upset about what you're seeing from the Lightning. This is already a far better game than yesterday's round robin games. I'm excited. I think that spells trouble for the Bruins and the Flyers ultimately because these teams are ready to go. The Lightning really seem like they're towing the excitement line here. And
Hetty's already pissed. Yeah, you don't want to piss off Hetty, dude.
No.
Pissed off Hetty is not good for you. It's good for us, not good for them.
Viking himself.
Oh, look at Chernak. Getting chippy.
There we
I mean, I get it. These teams hate each other, dude. We hate the Caps. We hate Boston. We hate the Caps. We hate Philly. Those are our biggest.
That's the biggest rivals? Caps, Philly, and Bruins?
Obviously Boston's going to be our biggest rival. Philly fan, we can't stand Philly. Obviously, Washington is one of our biggest rivals. Florida Panthers, obviously, being the in-state rival.
We haven't had a Panthers rivalry. We haven't. We deserve a series already. We deserve a series.
Sure. Agreed. I think we'll eventually get an outdoor game, too, at some point at Raymond James at a game in February. Like they'll find, the almanac and say, okay, for the last 150 years on February this to this is the coldest window. They'll figure that out. And there's no question in my mind that they can't figure out a way to have an outdoor series game at Raymond James Stadium. It's going to happen.
I would love it.
And especially if it's like us versus Boston or somebody that you're going to know they're going to travel. And they're going to be thankful to travel to Tampa in February, you know what I mean? And then the league, gets to hype it up as our rivalry game. So that is the goal, man. 2 under 2 to play.
And they definitely need to. I think the NHL understands the importance of the Lightning as far as spread of the game, just because between the game presentation, being at the Vibe and the rink, the Tesla coils, the whole everything there, and then the cool colors and the swag on the team. Stammer's a great player for the game just to put up on TV. And
yes,
it's an important market. And they need it for Florida in general because the Panthers are they're not able to put it together down there.
They don't have the product, unfortunately, for them.
They don't. And it's a lot of I had half-season tickets for the Panthers for a couple of years when I lived in Cocoa Beach. It was a 2-hour ride down there. So, and to get an upper bowl ticket half season was like $13 a game. You're not getting a ticket for $13 a game at Amalie.
No, dude. If you can find a ticket at Amalie, right? But yeah, it ain't gonna be no $13.
But the rink they have a beautiful rink and it's
in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere. That's the thing. You can go. If you're in Boca and you want to get season tickets, you're talking about a 40-minute drive in traffic every time you're going down to a game. It's poor conditions down there.
Too much, man.
I got 1:35 on my clock here. 1-0 Bolts here. 6 shots for the Caps, 9 for the Lightning. Lots of energy from the Lightning. Caps just, I think, maybe trying to weather the storm, no pun intended, and just kind of feel it out. Can't count the Caps down.
Right now, like you said, it's feeling each other out, getting your legs, getting your bearings, working out any kinks that you need to work out now. Which I don't foresee us really having a whole lot of kinks as we're in the final minute here of the first period. But we look good so far. I like what I've seen so far. Again, it's only one period of action, but our defense has been stymieing these guys left and right, and our offense is getting chances. So,
Don Money one.
Have you seen an uptick in Solar Bears jerseys at Amalie since the start of the affiliation? From Donald Money Jr. I would say probably we definitely have pushed Solar Bears gear as well as Syracuse Crunch gear, which we didn't really do that before until the affiliation. So I've seen more of it. I don't know how much more of it they're selling, but I have seen more of it in the arena. And I definitely know from my perspective, as far as promos, we definitely push that product as well, for sure. Thanks for the question, Donald.
We'll have to next year. Well, as soon as any we'll have to come right in.
Real.
You were out for the
What's that?
you were with us for the season game last year.
We were, yep. Me and Jamia did a little tag team co-hosting, which was fun. I wish we could do the kind of uniforms you guys get to do, especially like the Halloween ones with the skeletons were some of my favorites. Those were amazing. But yeah, I mean, it seems like the Solar Bears, I mean, it's fun. It's good that you guys at least have hockey product up there for sure.
Yeah. The beautiful rink. We have that rink. That's
no doubt.
How'd you get linked up with the Lightning?
I worked in marketing for the Lightning back in 2006, 2009. I was marketing coordinator for the team, and that's it. First period's over. So I was in marketing for the team, and in 07, actually back then, 06, 07, they had two hosts for the Lightning. We had Jenny Dean and this dude Todd, and it just happened to be that this one particular night, Todd was out of town on business. Jenny had a family emergency literally like 2 hours before puck drop and had to leave. And as you know, in game production, you've already planned for the night. You've had your production meetings. Everybody's in position. You're ready to go. The guys are going to eat their team. They're going to eat their pregame meal, and like everything's in position. And then imagine at that point, I have to leave now. So now there's a wrench in your system as a game ops. Like, what are we doing? We're going to float all the reads to Paul Porter. We can't. We have sponsorship breaks. We have a check presentation. We have all these other things that we need a host for. And so I happened to hear the game day director, who was Jason Dixon at the time, before Franzone, many, many moons before Franzone. And I heard him in my boss's office, which was just down the hallway from mine. And I heard him basically saying, I don't know what the F we're going to do. And I'm like, so I'm eavesdropping, hearing what's going on. And my background is in radio here in Tampa. I was on the air here for 7 years, #1 rated night show on Wild in the late 90s to early 2000s. And so I had been in front of crowds of thousands of people, understand the importance of sponsorships. And like, I got all of that. And he knew that because he worked with me in radio before he worked at the Lightning, and vice versa, my boss, that is. And so I happened to hear what's going on. I went into the office. I knocked on the door. I was like, Mark, I can't help but overhear what's going on. I'm more than willing to help out. Let me jump in and help out. And he looked at the game day director. He's like, dude, you don't have any choice. Like, you got to put him in. And so he's like, Wolf, you're in. And so it was my first game and absolutely crushed it because I was having so much fun. I was so excited. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm actually getting to do this now. And so I had a blast with it, and everything went great. And basically, I became the guy. Like, if we ever have an issue, we know we have a substitute guy that can do it. And I did it maybe one or two more times that season. And sure enough, the following season, Storm football needed for something, and I started doing Storm football. And then the following season, 07, 08, Todd leaves the market, gets a job somewhere up north. She ends up getting a job on TV or radio. I don't remember which one. And I kind of just slid into the role. And so I was doing both jobs. I was marketing coordinator during the day, hosting the games at night.
Right.
And that's kind of how the rigmarole went until 2009, when we had horrific ownership, and they fired everybody, including myself, for no reason except for they couldn't really make their payroll or whatever their issues were. And then Jeffrey Vinnick bought the team, and Jeffrey Vinnick, Todd Lewicki, who is now the CEO of the Seattle Krakens, Yeah, he was with the NFL. He was second hand under Roger Goodell after he left the Lightning.
I think it's singular. Single crack.
Is it a Kraken? It's not the Krakens? Okay, so it's the Seattle Kraken.
Kraken, Lightning, and Avalanche. I'm trying to think if there's another one that's not a plural. I think there's one.
It's a good question. Maple Leafs, I hadn't really thought about that. That's a good trivia question, actually. So Todd Lewicki and Vinnick come in, they buy the team, they go through all the research and what the fans have been saying the last however many seasons, and fans are like, what happened to Wolf? And they're like, what happened to this Wolf guy? Our fans are like, what happened to that guy? And so they eventually called me back and said, did I want to come back? And I was like, I never wanted to leave in the first place. I had a job at that point with iHeartRadio, running our sports radio station here in Tampa, which is home of the Lightning, ironically. And so it made sense to have the promotions director for the sports radio station of our team come back and basically be our host again. Super excited to come back. Lockout year, if you remember, that was 2010-11 season. So again, I was so excited. I got the call from Bill Wickett, and I was going to come back, and then it was like, hold that. And then we had to wait, and then it was an awful year. Those 3 months were terrible, and then the rest is history from then. So that's kind of in the past. So that's how I've been doing it for, like I said, that was 07 was really my first game hosting. So that was 13 seasons ago. So here we are, still going strong.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Questions of somebody favorite. You have a memorable game, like the most memorable game that you were a part of.
I would. The most memorable game to me was the game where we clinched and we're going to the Stanley Cup. We were at Curtis Hickson Park and with the fans, and that was a crazy game because we had the storm blew in Curtis Hickson Park. We lost TV power. There were so many minutes left in the game. Like, dude, it was stressful. And then the TV trucks came back on. We ended up scoring. We ended up winning the game. And it could not have gone any more perfectly because like the whole city was there at that point. And we had fireworks planned in downtown. So as soon as we won, we had our DJs ready to go. The city went crazy. The fireworks started. I mean, it was a legendary epic event for the whole city. And to be the host of that was remarkable. There's been a lot of amazing moments as host during the Stanley Cup runs. And just being in that arena at that moment when we're in the pregame and we go through all the pomp and circumstance of the hype videos and all that. And then they come to me live up in the 300s at 307 with Sticks of Fire. And that spotlight hits you. And I'm surrounded by the most rabid, craziest fans. And it's my job now to get this place fired up. And the entire national TV audience is watching. Like, those moments by far are the ones that still give me goosebumps, and I can still feel them because the energy level is unlike anything I've ever experienced. And so those moments are the ones I will forever cherish, man.
And especially, like, I have radio background too. Radio is a different beast because you're sitting in a room with nobody, assuming that thousands of people are listening to you, and they are. But you are unaware of them and their reaction and everything. But when you're in that building and it's just go time, it's like it makes the hair on incredible.
Right.
It's amazing. And I'll tell you what, dude, hitting that goal horn is definitely like one of the top hockey moments in my life. I mean, top moment for me is being in the Garden when the Rangers won the Cup in '94. I was lucky enough to be there. Another hockey moment was when the Solar Bears swept out the South Carolina Stingrays for their first playoff series win. We got to do that at Amway. That was super exciting. But dude, hitting that goal horn at Amalie is like I.
You talking about the horn, or are you talking about the Tesla coils?
Oh, the horn when I was covering for.
That's right, because you were Sean. You were Sean. That's right.
And I was like, my wife can tell you this. I have this. I like to make sure things are right. If I'm covering for somebody, I don't want anybody to realize there's somebody different there.
Right.
So in my car while I'm driving, I'm like, okay, my hand's on the mixer. I'm just kind of like simulating where I'd be in the game. And then going through what happens if they score. Oh my God, they scored. Horn, put the fader up, switch fader, go to the mouse, goal song, whatever. I was so pumped to do it. It was like
There's nothing like it, man. That's what I said. Like, if it's passion, like once you're in sports and you realize that you are a part of the experience just as much as the players sometimes, because the players are only on the ice for so long. The rest of the time, it's all about you and what they're doing in between the plays. To be a part of that, man, it's infectious to say the least, man. I see my buddy out in Boston.
Yeah, he's got a
Traveling Food Dude. Me and Adam actually, you can go to YouTube and the Traveling Food Dude's YouTube channel. Shout out to Corky, my cameraman's on. What's up, Corks? But we met up at Sigtuna. It was a restaurant. I forget the name of the restaurant, but we met up with these dudes in Sweden, like this medieval, like Swedish Viking food. But imagine like the medieval Swedish Viking food prepared by like a Gordon Ramsay style chef. There it is, Traveling Food Dude. It's on there somewhere, but it's going to be his Sweden trip, probably under Play All. But we did a whole segment where we went through a whole food pairing of all this amazing food. Yeah, there it is, Stockholm. It's probably the part 2. I want to say it's that one. Yeah, it's probably part 2. Adam can let you know which one it is. Yeah, fast forward a little bit on that, and I'll let you know if it's. Keep going. He's definitely in Sweden. Yeah, this is us right here getting basically a background tour of the restaurant, which was almost underground, and that's the chef who was giving us like the whole background on what he was going to prepare for us. And here it is, episode 2 of Sweden. But man, like it was mind blowing the food that this guy put together. We were eating like pheasant, and you're like, I'm going to eat pheasant, but it was like literally tasted like chicken that was wrapped in bacon because you used like prosciutto, and it was all like root vegetables because that's all they had back in those days. And it was like, I didn't know what I was getting into when Adam invited me to come and experience this restaurant in Sweden. And it was remarkable. And the owner is a humongous Cigar City Brewing fan.
Oh, nice.
So much so that he had like 5 or 6 Cigar City brews in his restaurant. We were eating so good. There's crawfish, and we were eating desserts. And I mean, it was mind-boggling, that meal. So, Adam, thank you again for that opportunity all the way across the globe.
Yeah,
in Sweden. But his question were some of my favorite foods from Tampa. I will say this: one of my favorite appetizers, like ever, is the fried green tomato appetizer at Noble Crust, because it has like a candied pork belly on top of a pimento cheese concoction on top of the fried green tomato with some sort of drizzle on top of it that's like a sweet, a savory, and a salty all in one. And it is mind-blowing. So by far, yeah, fried green tomatoes from Noble Crust. One of my favorite pizza spots is just outside of Tampa in Brandon, Florida. It's called Pizza Rock.
Pizza Rock
in Brandon. It used to be Eddie and Sam's was my go-to, because Eddie and Sam's is classic New York style pizza right there in downtown. It's been there forever. It's fantastic. But Pizza Rock.
Did you post a picture recently?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
No, that was, I posted a pizza. I posted a thing the other day. That was a new pizza place that opened out in Lithia, which is kind of out in the sticks. It's called Hawk and Hog, which is a combination concept restaurant of Fish Hawk Pizza and Holy Hog Barbecue, which is actually inside Amalie Arena. And so this guy merged the two, and now has a whole section in there that's just all Holy Hog Barbecue, and then a whole section of the menu that's all the Fish Hawk Pizza. But then he merges the two, and so you can get like a barbecue chicken pizza, barbecue pulled pork pizza, or like we did the barbecue brisket pizza, and it blew my mind, dude. I'm craving it right now, and I just destroyed a whole pizza like 2 days ago.
Was it just regular pizza with brisket on it?
It's the Holy Hog's brisket on his Fish Hawk style pizza, which is still fantastic pizza. So imagine just pizza, but the toppings are the cheese and the barbecued brisket. Oh, dude, It's so good. So that place is good. If you got the sweet tooth, the cookies from Bacon Babes, which is now located in Gen X Tavern, the cookies from Bacon Babes are ridiculous. So those are probably some of my favorite spots or things in Tampa, like just to give a couple of them.
Well, I'm glad that you spend more time out there. I've not spent enough time. I've spent too much time here in Orlando, and I love Orlando. I love it. I love this city. Grew up,
man. Tampa's got some quirky spots where I feel like Orlando's a little bit more touristy. Tampa's a little bit more grassroots and, just more off the beaten path.
Sure. The thing about some of Orlando is that, one of the punchlines, taglines that they have for like Visit Orlando is that you don't know the half of it. So when you travel like north of like Conroy and you get into like city proper, Winter Park and Altamont and the other parts, I'm in Sodo, which is close to downtown. We're starting to get a vibe here, which is really it's enjoyable. It's fun to see the city grow like this. But
no doubt,
spending the time out there with you guys, and then some other things that I've done in Tampa the last couple of years, I've been spending more time out there, and I start to love it even more. And again, the hockey vibe at Amalie. If you've never been to a Bolts game and you're a hockey fan, it doesn't matter where you are. And I know some of you guys are all around the country and you're hockey fans, and you got to come down and check it out. You have to come.
Man. Please do. Please come experience a game at Amalie. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced before.
There's nothing like it. Well, you said you'd hang for the first period, so if you want to enjoy the rest,
yeah, man, I got to roll, brother. But it was awesome. Thank you for having me. I hope when we get to our normalcy, I guess normalcy in December, and when the 2021 season is supposed to start in December, hopefully we'll get you back over, because I'm sure Pavelski's going to be halfway around the world again. Because didn't they obviously postponed the Olympics? Does that mean the Olympics is now 2021? Because if it is, then we're gonna lose Sean again. So I'm sure you'll be back to
Summer Olympics.
Is it summer? Yeah, but even still, we might be in the playoffs, and he'd have to go. So you'd have to step in for the playoffs.
Whatever it takes, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to do it. And hey, listen, let's jump on the stream again once we get further in the tournament.
Yes, I will definitely join again as we get further into the rounds. Definitely.
Awesome, dude. Greg Wolf, in arena host for the Tampa Bay Lightning, on with us, dude.
Thanks, brother. Have a good one, man. Go Bolts.
Be good, man. Stoked to have him on with us. A 1-0 lead right now for the Lightning. Cooch, look at Cooch arrive. Cooch on the scene. I'm gonna just play a song real quick. Just get some light music for you. I need to
subscribe button.
Well, yeah, that too, Andrew. You can tell the people about that.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I got to stretch my legs real quick. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Let me get you the Game Center screen share in the meantime. I'm coming right back though, because we're pretty much back to action here in just a second. So. Watching together, Hockey Now Network. Give us some likes, shares, etc., etc. Hang out with us, comment. You know the deal. I'll be right back. I'm only human. Had to get a restroom run in there. Hope you don't mind that. I'm sure you don't mind that. 1-0 Bolts after 1. 9 shots on goal for the Lightning to the 7 that the Caps have. 4 chances either way. Hagelin early on had a breakaway. Couldn't make anything of that. Fairly heavy-hitting game. 17 hits for the Caps, 12 for the Bolts. Get ready to drop the puck here. I'm watching on Fox Sports Florida, so I may be ahead of you, but I will do my best to get you synced up so we can continue to watch together.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
I mean it. And do me a favor, if you're streaming and you use Twitch at all, can you go give me a subscribe or even just turn the stream on? Puck's down. We're underway. Second period. Just give me just stream it on the Twitch. I need to secure my unique URL over there. So help me out if you will. All right. We are back underway. I got 1942 clock is stopped and looks like emotions running high. Ovi's a little back head wash on TJ. Chernak is entangled with Tom Wilson. What else is new? Looks like Jets ended up winning that game 3-2 against the Flames. So that is a 1-1 series. Interesting stat. Well, maybe not interesting, but that's a definitely a stat to look at. Bolts held Ovi to just 1 shot on net in the first. Got to keep that guy harnessed. Chernak's going to the box. Sorry. Let me get my background in here too. So it'll be, looks like the Caps will be on the power play once again. Is that right? Yep, just 1 penalty one way. I'll get Ron up in here with us in just a couple of minutes, and we'll have a Caps fan. I'm looking for some Bolts fans there too. We had Wolfie for the first period, and if any of you are watching and you're Bolts fans, you want to jump on the feed with us, we would love to have you on. Caps power play, here we go. 1942 is on the clock, and I'll tell you when the puck is down. Oshie gets booted from the circle. Kuzi comes in. Puck's down. 41, 40, 39, 38, 37. Bolts are able to get the puck all the way back down the ice. Picked up by Mr. Orlov. Nick Backstrom with it now. Send it into the zone right on net. Vasi collects, and wow, what a great little play. Scoops it up. Killer. Kaloran looked for a beeline to the net, but he couldn't quite get that. And it's back out of the zone. Caps weren't able to make the magic happen there. Great D. Once again, lock it up. Nearly a minute gone in this power play. Or penalty kill, depending on which team you're a fan of. I'm not nervous to have Ron on with us again, but I worry that the the homerism will be accentuated a little bit, but maybe that's part of the fun. Maybe that's actually what I am looking for. Still baffles me that Tom Wilson is out there on the power play for the Caps. Oh, Bolts come back the other way. Seti with it. Dumps it down. Yanni Gord's tying it up down there low. Kill off that time. Wow, great forecheck for the Bolts there. One last chance for the Caps. They'll move the puck up the ice. Vrana pops it into the zone, but collected by Sergachev. He'll scoop it back around, and Braden Point breaks out with it. He's looked real good today. Real good. Just the firepower on the Lightning it's continuously impressive. Braden Point gets into the zone. Oh, tries to thread the needle the thread, however the phrase goes. What's up with that power play, Ron?
It looks like December. It's okay. It's not a big deal. So
your brother said our power play is absolutely god awful.
You know what? It's everybody sits there and says, "Oh, the power play is great," and it's like 22%. It's top of the league, and it's like it's good. I mean, it's talented, but I mean, nobody gets in front of the net. They try the same thing over and over and over, and well, I could say it for the next 30 minutes, but I won't do that to you. But you get the point. So it does get a little monogamous. I mean, it's funny. I heard you say, I don't know why. I guess why Wilson's out there in the power. I don't know why they don't park his ass right in front of the net because nobody's going to move him.
Right? If that's what you're going to do with him, stick him in the front of the net.
Yeah, I mean, the guys can score. I mean, he probably easily put up 20 in this league. I mean, he's known for everything else outside of DC, but
sure.
You know, it's man. Nobody wanted Esatiganen against them, but everybody wanted him on his team in the playoffs. So it's the same thing.
Oh, broken stick. Unfortunate there. I don't know where you're at. I'm at.
No, yeah, he broke his stick. Yeah, so now they just chipped it out there. And,
yeah. Okay, cool. So we're pretty close to synced
up.
up.
Offsides. There you go.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude,
no, it is what it is. So
Rangers are hurt.
Oh, what? No, I did. I heard the game. I was listening to it in the car. I was down in DC and in Silver Spring, and kind of got back up here, and I didn't get to see any of it. But they said Hank was pretty good. Hey, it wasn't really Hank's fault, but he's not getting much help.
That first goal he should have had. Again, first goal he should have been able to make the save, and he didn't.
We've heard that in a few games. So.
Yeah. Yep. And then a knuckle puck on one of the goals, and then truth be told, I don't remember all three of the goals.
Yeah.
It was so hard to watch. The rest of the team was not. They're not ready to roll. They were on a roll when the season ended, and you know when you stop that momentum, and they're too young of a team, and too young together. I mean, it was Panarin's first year. I'm speaking like the season's already over, but you know.
I think what do they say? The dirt's not on you yet, so come on now. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. It doesn't look good, but you know, that was a big train wreck there at center ice. There you go.
Something just happened to the Facebook feed. What happened to the Facebook feed? Are we not on? Let me check that out real quick.
Facebook feed blow up? God,
I don't know. It said your Facebook feed. Something just happened to your Facebook feed.
We got a little face washing going on there, a little joint face washing.
I saw that.
Everybody making sure everybody's face is clean. It's important, you know, especially right now. Wash your hands, wash your face. I guess wash your friend's face. I guess. It's all right.
Let's make sure this feed is still running on the Facebook. I sure hope it is. Oh, we're on.
We're on.
We're on, yeah.
We're on.
It says we are at least.
Ramzovi in front. No, nice D by Tampa there.
Yeah, no, we're good. I don't know, unless did I get something wrong, Paul? Paul Lowers, the one that said something's wrong. I hope nothing's wrong. I think we're all right.
Well, I know locally, like you said, we're getting what Florida missed out on. I guess we have a tropical storm warning right now, so this thing is going to scoot right up the coast here, and it should be here in the morning. They're saying.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. I was talking to my cousin Andrew. He's in New York, and TJ.
It's 2020, man.
Is this a replay? Oh, that's a replay. Okay.
This is a replay. Yeah. So.
I see what happens when you look away for a second. He's in New York and in the city, and I didn't realize that the storm was headed up to him, and sure enough.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. They're saying anywhere between probably 2.5, 3 inches to about 4.5 inches of rain in like about a 7-8 hour period. And I'm like, my basement doesn't like rain, so it's all right. So
Are you real quick, Don was just mentioning there's an issue with the feed. I just pulled it up on my phone, and like my wife was saying, that you have to just kind of refresh. If you're having trouble watching it on the Facebook feed, you could watch it on the Twitch channel or the YouTube link. Actually,
I found the Twitch to be the most reliable when I watch it when I'm not on with you. Yeah. So,
hey, Elise, can you do me a favor? Can you post the Linktree link on the comment string for everybody? We've got a Linktree that has all the links for all the channels. So if you're having trouble with the Facebook feed, you can pull it up on Twitch. And I don't think you need to have a Twitch account to be able to watch it. So
I don't think, but I mean, you can make a free account and then just basically subscribe to it, hit the follow button. Like I said, then it comes up right on your top left corner so they can find you very easily, by the way. So
sweet.
And that wasn't even a paid plug. I mean, holy crap. That's
I know, but seriously, I need that. I'm looking for someone to take the reins on. Yeah, everybody support it because I'm not like a beggar. But please likes and subscribes. Yeah, I don't like to beg.
It's been fun. It's not just because I've been on. It's been fun to talk hockey. I mean, it was fun with Rich the other day with the Pens game. It was fun last night with Jeff. I mean, it's been a good time, man. It's been a good group of guys. So it's been, and we're talking hockey. So it doesn't get much better. So man, I heard the homerism comment too, man. I've not cheered for the Caps once, man. Give me a break. I'm not even watching.
I know you haven't. I'm just busting. I've enjoyed having you on with me.
I'm going to give you some crap back. It's all right. A little rap. There you go. Oh, crap. What? Watch the bouncing puck. There you go.
Where are we at here?
Puck's 44, 43, 42.
All right. I'm like 3 seconds ahead of you. I'm at 34, 33, 32, 31. Yeah. There, that was your sync up. I just want to make sure I get the graphic up so it gets used. There's your sync up. Okay.
There it is. There you go. That was a short and sweet sync. That was the SS. There you go.
Pat Maroon. Keep forgetting about the depth of the Lightning, man. They're the Lightning go!
Siegenthaler gets knocked out the puck.
Let's take a look at this here. It's just
Judas is awfully slow. Threw it in front, got a bounce. There you go.
And got a bounce. It might have been off his own player too. I don't know if that was Stevens.
He put his stick right down. Look at that.
Oh no, he did. Wow, great goal.
Yeah.
Great goal. So far, the Lightning have impressed me of any of the teams I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is, like I said, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the Lightning, but I mean, when you're missing like your 30-minute defenseman and Carlson, who eats up a ton of these minutes, it's just, yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like I said, it's fun to see the game and all that stuff today. But like I said, it's the Caps definitely missed Carlson today. Not that, I mean, it's not an excuse. It's if you take Hedman out, look what happened. Hedman was out last year against Columbus, and
sure. And
what happened? Take a defenseman out that plays 28 minutes and let me know what's going to happen to your team. So
yep, absolutely.
So I mean, it's a big hole for the Caps. I mean, but the thing is, it's the salary cap era, and you don't have. I mean, there's a reason why those guys are hard to come by. There's a reason why the Caps threw $7-8 million at them.
Right.
Hey, when they're really hard up against the cap too.
Right.
I mean, this is probably the last time you're going to see Holtby in a uniform. Is this whatever, if you want to call it a playoff run or whatever? So I don't know, qualifying run or round robin run or whatever. So
you think he's on his way out?
I mean, with the cap, I think the Caps are on 81 next year. I mean, I don't see how you keep them. I mean, they're up against the cap as it is. I mean, it's just. I'm not. Oh, that was good. Nice little redirect. That was close. Freaking Gudis is killing me, but like you said, he'll be the guy odd man out probably. So here we go.
Pushing around, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody getting reacquainted.
What a goal. Great move. Just put your stick on the ice and watch it happen.
Dude, it's beautiful. Like two guys are holding on to Wilson, and like it's like Kaloran's holding on to him. Johnson's kind of going after him, and was like, yeah, whatever. I'll keep punching you. So, but yeah, no, it'll be interesting tonight. You got Pittsburgh and Montreal, that game. Yeah. See if Carey Price can hold them in there until they get a break, I guess, right?
I would love to see that. I'd love to see that. I'm really looking forward to that game tonight. That was the enjoyable game of day one.
You just lost all your Pittsburgh viewership, man. It's all right.
No, I didn't. The Pittsburgh viewers will be there. I got to get a couple of them on the stream. I had a lot of them watching. I mean, there was a lot of them that saw it. They were taking part, but I got to see if Rich wants to jump on with us again, or if I got any other Pens people to throw up there with us. Commercial break right now.
Commercial break. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Like I said, I think from what I've seen of the round robin games, they've been okay. There's like even this one, like I said, there's a little chippiness after the whistle and all that stuff, but there's not much hitting. I mean, the Caps are normally a lot heavier on the forecheck. You see Cloran normally is a lot heavier on the forecheck. I mean, it's like guys are hitting, but they're not I guess, finishing everything, like you normally see in the playoffs, or even maybe like in an important regular season game at the end of the season.
Right.
I thought Boston, Philly, like you were saying, I didn't see much of it, but I saw some of the highlights, and it's hard to say highlights when you talk about that game. So it's just
there were no highlights. It was a boring hockey game.
I mean, you had Colorado and St. Louis. You had the excitement at the very end, but like I said, it wasn't like that throughout the game. So kind of, it's gonna be hard. I mean, then you got Jets Flames. I mean, like the crap that happened. Did whatchamacallit play today? Scheifele play or?
No, I think Scheifele. Did he get a suspension? Was he hurt? I forget. No, I don't think he played.
Was the one who was hurt. He was rolling around the ice, and then you had whatchamacallit. Kachuk was the one who caught him from behind there a little bit. So.
Somebody wants to help me with the exact stats on.
They're showing the league leaders for the highest save percentage in Stanley Cup history on the Caps feed. It goes Holtby, Rask, and then Hasek, and that's a minimum of 80 games played. That's pretty impressive. So. Did
you see any of the game last night? The Wild and Canucks.
I saw a little bit of it at the beginning. I didn't see too much of it. I passed out, man. I was tired. I was done last night.
Yeah, no, I feel you, dude. I took a nap before this game. I took the 15 minutes that I could get. I took a little bit of a snooze, but I think it was the goal from
the Fiala goal, the first one, the slapper off the draw. I saw that.
Was that the one where you shot it along the ice?
Oh, yeah. The draw came back to him and just hammered it home. Fiala's looked really good. I remember when the Caps played against Minnesota, man, Fiala was all over the place, dude. It was hard to keep up with that guy.
But there was one of the goals. It might have been – it was either Spurgeon or Fiala. I think it was Fiala with because I didn't watch much more than the beginning of the game. But that was a cheeky goal. That slapper just right on the surface.
It wasn't that one. I know Fiala got his. I think Fiala's got his up over the pad. I mean, it was a good shot. So.
Okay. All right. It might have been. I'll have to look and see which one it is. Scheifele and Laine were both out today for injury.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Like I said, I just didn't see the rosters. I heard that the Jets had won, though. So.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I think a guy like Hellebuck can take any game. I mean, honestly, that guy's good. I just the Jets are still in it. I don't think the Flames are what they were last year, and as it is, I think all the top seeds lost in the first round last year. You look at between the Caps, the Lightning, the Flames were the number one. I mean, a lot of top seeds were out real quick last year. I mean, it just shows you how close everything is, now these days. So.
Right. Oh, we got more Twitch viewers. Thank you so much for doing that. Hit a subscribe on there, if you will. Sign up for an account. Why not? Do it. Come on.
Underneath the video there. Come on.
Button and smash that like button and do that.
It's only the third time I played that today.
And punch the follow button on Twitch.
I need to find that clip. I haven't had time to do anything. Truth be told, I don't know how many more 3-game days I'm going to be able to do.
Maybe do them on the weekends or something like that. Maybe not the weekdays. You can kind of regroup in 2-2 or something like that. So.
Yeah, I think that's my plan. Tomorrow I was going to do the Islanders and Panthers at noon, and then Columbus-Toronto at 4, and then the Ranger game tomorrow night. I can't not do the Ranger game, even though I should probably not do it.
Well, I think maybe
I probably won't do the Islander game tomorrow.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. Like you said, for me, I'm still working. Like I said, I'm on job sites and stuff like that, so I'm not on till at best 4 or 5 o'clock, and it's probably like that for a lot of people.
Yeah,
they're getting the game somewhere, they're listening or something like that. I mean, I might take Thursday or Friday and take off and try to watch a little hockey during the day then. But
awesome.
But I think you can get some people. But like you said, it's not what you're going to get at night or the weekend.
Oh, definitely not. I think that's going to be the plan. I think tomorrow we'll do Leafs Jackets, and then we'll do the Rangers game tomorrow night, just because I have to see if it's the Swan Song or not. And then I was going to do Tampa Bay Boston on Wednesday at 4, but I really want to do Pittsburgh Montreal, and I really want to do Edmonton Chicago, into the night. So I don't know what we'll do. We can do whatever.
You know what we're going to do when we're going to do it? It'll be online. Check it out. He'll post the schedule. Just roll with us. It's all right.
What's going on, Walt?
Hey, Walt.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you for joining us again.
It's like 2:25 out there, right, Walt? It's all right. Walt's finishing his lunch on the veranda. There you go.
I think wait a minute, where am I at here? I think Walt's a little stung from the game last night because he's a big Vancouver fan. He's in Vancouver. So And that's I think I said near the beginning of these streams that Vancouver might be my dark horse just because of their youth and if the goaltending can play the right way. And I'm also never really threatened by the Wild, but they've got some.
Wild look good. They got Dean Evanson behind the bench now. He's just got a contract. So like I said, the Wild, if they get goaltending and like also Kemper they said that he was dealing with some personal issues at home with his wife and I think health and stuff like that. So he wasn't all there early in the season, but now they've got this chance. They've got a team playing well. Like you said, when the Caps played them, they looked really good that game we played out in Minnesota. So, and if Kemper's like anything what he's been in the past with the team they have, and a guy like Dean Evanson who's been through the league more than a time or two, they could make some noise, and we'll see. It'll be interesting. I mean, it might be a tough draw for Vancouver, but Vancouver's they've got some talented guys. I mean, it's gonna be a good series. I don't see any of these series. I mean, I think the Rangers can bounce back and get a game or maybe even two. Who knows? I mean, I think they can get tomorrow night's game. We'll see what happens. But
I mean, it'd be great if they do. I'm also very, very okay with being in the running for Alexis Lafreniere. So
there you go. We'll just call him Laffy. It's all right. Yeah. I'm sure he'll get a cute nickname once he gets to the league. It's all right.
Yeah, for sure. Let me get a sync here for everybody that's joined us. We're at 8:55, 4, 3, 2, 1, 8:50 on the clock, and we're synced up.
I thought one guy in the first period for the Caps that just didn't look very good was Kempney. He had that one moment where he didn't get to the puck, and then he fumbled it away and gave him like a 3-on-1. Then Gudas made the nice block, and it's like, oh my god, dude, like what are you doing? I'm like sitting there watching it. I'm like, God, Tampa doesn't need any help. They're good enough, It was like, woo. So and Kempney's normally pretty solid, but normally Kempney plays with Carlson too. So maybe it was miscommunication. I mean, who knows? I don't know. So and
if Carl Hagelin can make something of that breakaway, then maybe it's a completely different game right now. That's
where's Jeff at with the bad ice, man? Come on, it's all right. I mean, he didn't even get a shot off. I mean, God, it's and we saw those two penalty shots where guys didn't do much with him. The one wide and the one that rolled off Drew and stick. So I mean, who knows? I mean, maybe too many games on the ice every day. Who knows? So, but it was weird, like to see that puck roll off Hagelin's stick. I mean, he didn't even get a freaking shot off on a breakaway.
Didn't even get the shot.
No.
Sometimes he moves too fast for the puck. Also, that was a problem with him with the Rangers. That he was great. Hagelin's best contribution for me was his speed on the forecheck because he could get down there and chase a puck. But if you were relying on him to be finesse with the puck, it was really hard to come by because he just moves too fast. Ooh, you got
Halfway ran into somebody, and Sergachev's going after him now. 13.
Yeah, I see that. And now Eddie Paquette is. Oh, and he's.
Wow, they let him just hack him in the back of the head. That's good stuff, man. There you go. That's all right. Hey, man, playoff hockey, baby. Playoff hockey.
Yeah, playoff hockey.
So, well, somebody's gonna get hurt if the referees can't get control of it. Because, like, I mean, there was the run in.
Cooch. Oh, and
look at that puck just jump off his stick.
And that's world class caliber player.
Oh God, what's Vazzy doing, man? He's chipped in front. Everybody wants to give everybody the puck, man. It's all right. You sure it's not Christmas, man? We're not playing here in December. I mean, God.
Stalock was the excuse last night. He was too good. I'll go with that, Walt. I'll stick with that with you.
Hey, you got 3 votes, man. You're through. What is that? America's Got Talent? I don't know. Right.
All right, shot from the point there. No, nothing.
Kovalchuk. That's what you get out of Kovalchuk. Yeah.
Yeah. .625, and we got a stoppage of play here.
There's the shot from Hathaway. He hit Paquette, and then Sergachev comes back and kind of gets him. So he didn't like that. So he kind of like starts talking to him and says, "Okay." And then freaking the Paquette comes back with the tree chop. Man, it was like
before the regular season. You know what's funny is that what I'm watching on Fox Sports Florida.
Yeah,
did not see any of that replay at all.
Oh yeah, they just showed all 3 replays at center right. I mean, dude, the production down here with the NBC Washington, they do a nice job. We have Ben Donati used to call games for NBC,
right.
So it's nice. God, I was listening to the freaking Carolina Ranger game, and it was the Carolina feed on XM, and what do you get tripped there, man? And oh my god, dude, that guy kills me. I mean, it's like, dude, you might as well just go buy a ticket and cheer with the fans. I'm like, holy crap.
Darcy Kemper, he is in Arizona, but he was in Minnesota.
Yeah, correct. He had some issues. Sorry, God, I don't know why I kept. I should have.
No, we had Darcy Kemper in Orlando with the Solar Bears, so we've been following, I know Don's been following his
holy crap
trek.
Sorry.
Yeah.
God, we just had like serious thunder up here, man. It was like
It was amazing.
Except
Come on, I don't want to watch the ads. I'm trying to pull up that goal from the game last night.
oh, now we got Oshie going with somebody for it.
Yanni Gord. Bing, bing, bing. I should get a fight bell. Fight bell sound effect.
And we don't need Oshie fighting. God, with his concussion history as a Caps fan, they might as well just pull him apart.
Yeah, for real.
This is a weird fight because I mean they didn't even show what happened. So
the blows are coming now.
Gord got him. Oh, little body blow. Oshie going up top. Oshie got him a few times. We got a little kiss. Oh, they're kissing.
Grab him by the helmet. Oh yeah,
That's cute.
that'll get the boys riled up here.
Well, Oshie got him from behind coming down the ice. Something must have happened up the other way.
I was gonna say something must have happened earlier for sure.
Because Oshie's not going to come at you like. I mean, there's one guy on the team. Wilson will, but Oshie won't. Oshie didn't seem happy coming all the way down the ice. They kind of showed it, and then they kind of went over there and started kind of just jawing at each other. So
while we're in the intermission, while we're in the TV timeout, I'll show you this goal. This was the actually I got to stop screen on that. Start screen there. Let me get this and that. This was Jared Spurgeon's goal, but it was so cheeky. I'm sorry, Walt. I'm not trying to make you relive this, but
close your eyes, Walt.
so he had the lane, but instead of shooting it, elevating it, watch on the replay what he does. He slides the puck on the ice through the defender's legs and then through the goalie's legs. No elevation on it.
A little bit of luck there. Yeah.
Well, you know what, though? These kids, they're here. This is the view to watch.
Oh, my God, dude. It's like he saw him going, and the goalie's expecting it to go up high.
Right?
The goalie's totally expecting it's going to go glove or blocker or something like that. So he's like up here, and it's like,
Look at that 5-hole. My God. But you know what? The new players, I'll call them, the kids, they favor keeping the puck on the ice. They don't always favor lifting it, which, I mean, I think, I don't know if it, how it bides for their game one way or the other, but it was just such a cheeky goal. I remember watching it. I was eating a sandwich when we were done last night, and now we're seeing the replay of the fight. Oh yeah.
Did they show what happened like up ice in the Tampa zone or?
No, nothing else.
They probably didn't have a camera on it, so. Because Oshie, like when they got back to the blue line, Oshie was kind of going at him, like saying, "What the hell," and then they went over. They went all the way around the zone, went to the bench side boards.
Right. Let's see what workers sanitizing the benches. Oh, there. That's pretty cool.
I'll tell you one thing. Like when I played goal, though, it's like the shot I hated the most. Like guys would come down and deke on breakaways, and I loved it because it gave me a chance to see what they're doing or kind of follow the play and kind of go with them and whatnot. And the guys that came down with like a medium speed, not slow, but not like Hagelin speed, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and would come in and just take a shot and keep it low on the ice. It's so hard to get your pads down because, like I said, if you cheat and the guy doesn't rip it, like you said, he can pick a corner.
Right.
So
exactly.
it's those low, hard shots, maybe 5-hole, or a guy that slides it a little bit to the right to get you to move and then just snaps it like right on the ice. I mean, those are so tough to stop. Right. And you have to be so disciplined to keep your stick down.
447, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4:40 on your clock. Get you synced up here. I'm watching on Fox Sports Florida, so if you are in the Orlando area, that's where I'm watching. You can also watch the game on NBC Sports Network, and we are at 29, 28, 27, 26, 25.
Yeah, I'm synced up with you, but we're ahead. We're the NBC Washington Sports Network feed is a little ahead. So
okay,
Paquette's going after everybody. He just freaking hammered Verano on the boards.
Yeah, they're definitely hitting hard.
No, Paquette's fired up. Here comes Paquette again.
Here he comes. And
Yeah.
there was another big crunch.
Yeah, he's not missing anybody on Jensen, I guess, right? I think
That's good though. You know what? Because that's the Lightning have had the same last year. We talked about it a lot when we did the Hockey Now podcast, which we may or may not recharge up. I kind of like this platform a little bit better than podcasting personally, but regardless, we've talked about the Lightning for the last couple of years. Even in all their success last year, there were games where they relied on the offense to score 5 or 6 goals because Vasi let up 4 or 5 goals.
Yeah.
Their defense getting a little more shored up, getting that physical play going. That can only be good things for the Lightning in the long run. And let's see what they. Oh, that could have been a hit from behind, but I guess it was clean at least.
You got up there. If he's closer to the boards, then maybe, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to turn your butt to a guy, you're going to get hit. I mean, that's one of the biggest reasons why you see all these nasty hits to the boards and nobody says it, is like these guys turn away. They think they're going to be protected, and it kills me, man. It's just, I'm like, it's not just that. I mean, you see so many times guys see a big hit coming, and back in the day, they would take the hit. They were like, crap, got me. Now they turn away at the last second, and then you wind up having somebody almost break their damn neck, you know, because the guy's coming in. I mean, and they come at you faster now, too. I wouldn't want to get hit either, but bouncer. We
got a Caps goal. Looked like the post was your worst enemy there, but came back out and
keeping it out. Yeah,
we've got a 2-1 hockey game here, round robin game 1 for the Bolts and the Caps. Let's see if there's any funny business on the play though.
No, it went right through.
That was it.
Yeah. Hagelin got cleared out, so the defense took Hagelin out.
Yeah,
panicked there, and the other defender was like kind of looking.
Yeah. Couldn't get it closed tight enough, Vasi.
Vasi got a little help with the post. He just didn't kick it wide enough there.
Yep.
Did that hit the Tampa guy coming in? Is that why it changed direction, went down, or did it hit Hagelin coming in? I didn't see that.
We'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, they kept showing it from behind, so I'm kind of curious. Yeah.
Cap's back on the move again.
Carl was going too fast.
See what I mean? He goes too fast sometimes.
He's like, I'll be back.
Especially on the bad ice, you know? Because the ice is so bad.
Get my man Jeff back in here, man.
He's here right now. I know he was following it 2 minutes ago. I don't know if he's
got to be here. Come on, man.
I hope I will. If he is, he's welcome to jump on.
Well, and then we had, like I said, even during the Penn and Montreal game, like I said, I mean, who knows? I mean, it's humid. It's it's funny, like when they say, well, people are in the rink and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, dude, if it's humid out, it's humid out. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change what it is inside. I mean, we got to crank our air conditioning just like you have to, probably twice as much down in Florida.
Yeah. Well, it does have an effect. It has a little bit of an effect just because, I mean, if the building is sealed off. So when you don't have, like, for instance, at Amway Center, right? The building itself, okay, it's an open air building, but there are doors that will keep, that will be barriers for airflow and things like that. So if you're needing to open certain sets of doors and allow passage of air to come in, especially like the lower levels where the heat comes in and then it rises. I mean, I don't remember all of science from school, but I remember heat rise.
But people are getting a science lesson now too, by the way. I mean, this is value. So make sure you smash, you like, you click, and you follow.
Subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
And I know my mother-in-law just posted "Go Isles," so I have to make sure to play her grandson's clip on our.
That was close.
But
the lower lines of the Caps are kind of coming at him.
What's that?
The lower lines of the Caps are coming. Nice right there by Adam.
Yeah, they're definitely Caps are awoken.
This was a really good line for the Caps. And remember, Panic was brought in on the big four. I think he's getting paid about $4 million a year. I got a penalty coming up. So
yeah, we do.
Was that Cooch done? That fourth line is making the top line work. That was Cooch, wasn't it?
I think it was.
Was it or Point?
No, it looks like Braden Point's going.
But they're making them work. I mean, they're making them work in the D zone. That's the best defense is a good offense. So
Right.
That's why the Boudreaux teams were so good under the Caps, is because teams couldn't get the puck away from Ovechkin and Green and Semin and Backstrom when they were young. They just skate circles. They learned from Nylander, Dad Nylander, of course. But
all right, let's see. We got puck down here. 108. I'll count you down to a minute. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 minute on the clock. Caps have about 1:45 left in their power play. Lightning.
Watch these passes. Every pass is soft. Nothing's moving with meaning. Tampa's like all over it. It's just like, and this is, I hate this, by the way. I can't tell you how many times we almost gave up breakaways because we kept deciding, hey, we're going to pass it back.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Crap. It just drives me crazy.
Yeah, move the puck out of the zone. Get it out of here.
When the Caps are good, they're moving it, not holding it here. They're like constantly moving it, and they're using that little guy, that little bump guy. See, now you got Wilson in front.
Oh!
There it is.
Oh, it's another one.
What happened there? You put Wilson in front.
You said it.
Put Wilson in front.
Wilson in the front, and look what happens.
And the thing is, somebody got a piece of it, changed direction again. They're tipping the pucks now.
Wow.
Maybe he just didn't see it.
No, yeah.
That's his weak spot now, man. It's on that post, man. It keeps sitting there. He keeps in the pattern.
Oh, is that bad? Oh, he's got I saw the stick with the slot on the top. Koozy's got the
No, he's using that slotted.
Yeah. I think your brother said that last night.
Yeah. If he doesn't have the slotted stick, he's there a second later. Watch all the airflow, man. Watch that shit. There you go.
Gosh, here we are now.
All the ice flowed through the stick. That's what happened.
Is that what it was? Yeah.
Sure, whatever. Yeah. It's bad ice.
Wow. 2-2. Look at that.
Oh, tip. No. Oh, the clock just stopped. Crap.
Is it?
No, it's still going, but my clock stopped at about 9 and jumped down to like 6.
Wow. 2-2 after 2 periods, round robin game. Caps and Bolts. Can you ask for anything more? Wow. Well,
I can have this in a best of 7. That's more, right? So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we are going to take an intermission this break because we had Wolfie on, Greg Wolf, earlier and wanted to talk to him while we had him. So we talked through the intermission, but we'll take a break here and kind of reset and come back here for what looks like it's going to be an exciting third period between the Caps and the Bolts. 2-2 right now after 2. If you are watching and you haven't yet,
hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Because we want to grow this thing up. I appreciate everybody watching on the Twitch channel and the YouTube channel and our Facebook Live channel as well. We have a link tree in the comments. It's in there somewhere. If you're, while you're in the intermission, go to all of our channels, give us likes and whatnot. That would be fantastic. Ron, I'll catch up with you in a little bit. I saw your message, so we'll connect. And then if not, maybe tonight we'll connect too.
No, I'll be around for the 8 o'clock. So if we want to do that again, it's been fun doing the 8 o'clock and whoever you have in there. Like I said, Jeff was a good time last night. So hopefully if you're listening and you're a fan of Montreal or Pittsburgh, come join us. Invite your mother. Invite your freaking pet beagle. Just come.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, we had Jeff with his daughter on last night, London, and she was a riot. Oh,
we had London. We had 2 cats. We had like a wife conversation. I mean, you're missing it if you're not watching it. So there you go. So it's all right.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, Ron.
Yep.
I appreciate you tuning in and taking part in the live stream. I'm going to pull up the game center for us to have on screen while we're in the intermission here. Wow, look at the Caps coming back. I kind of knew better than to just think that they were going to fall flat. That's a recent Stanley Cup winning team with a lot of the same parts. You're not going to get them to just fall apart. That's just not. It's not in their DNA. That's not what OV does. There's that link tree for all of our channels. If you could really, I can't explain how much of a help it would be to get some of the subscriptions, likes, and follows and all that jazz too. So we'll take a break. We'll be right back in a couple minutes. It's Hockey Now Network. We are watching together. All right, here we go. Third period. Where's everybody at? Down to 2 views. That's it. Let's go. Ooh, looks like there might be a problem with the Facebook. Is there a problem with the Facebook? I need to take a look at that. Nonetheless, puck is down here for the third period. 2-2. 6 seconds in, and we have a stoppage of play. Let me get rid of that. Let me reset that. Pop that up, and here we are. I should go with the that one there, because those are the round robin teams that we're watching right now. We'll get rid of that. So 1945, 44, 43, 42, and 41. Thanks for jumping back on here with me. Third period, 2-2. Caps made that late period push, and here we are. Let's see some excitement here in this third period. Well, get rid of the music properly. 6:30, I think we got our next game starting, don't we? Yeah, that's Stars and Vegas. That starts at 6:30. That's over on NHL Network. Not going to stream through that whole game, but I'm sure we'll get the beginning of it. Then we'll pick it up once we get into the Habs and Penguins, which is tonight at 8 o'clock. Right. Good and good. Here we go. Here comes Ovi. 2-on-1. Tom Wilson's there with him. Oh, he tried to get it to Tom Wilson, and he seemed to have tripped over his own stick. He didn't trip over his own stick, but still went down. If you're having problems with the Facebook feed, the Twitch and YouTube feeds are still good. In the comments here is the Linktree. Linktree is it's just an app. We click on it. It's all of our social media links. So, he didn't fall over his own stick, but he did. He just got tripped, skated into a skate. It happens. That happens. Thanks for jumping back onto the feed with me, everybody. I appreciate you. Really do. Holtby snags that, covers up. Shots on goal right now, 19 for the Caps, 18 for the Lightning. So pretty even period. I would obviously give the Lightning the first period. You got to give Caps the second period. And now here we are seeing what we've got. Excited to see some more excitement from these teams rather than what we saw yesterday there in that Philly-Boston game. That was awful. Awful. Just back and forth. Glove, shot, glove, done. Oh, man. I did make the executive decision. I'm not going to do more than 2 games a day, I don't think. I just don't want to water it down either. So for tomorrow, I was going to do the Islanders game at noon, but I'm going to do we'll jump on for Columbus and the Leafs at 4, and then we'll do Carolina and the Rangers. That game 3, that is an elimination game all of a sudden now for the Rangers. So meaning the Rangers will be eliminated if they don't win. Not that they will be the eliminators, because we all know how that went today. So tomorrow we'll do 4 o'clock with Columbus and Toronto, and then 8 o'clock with Carolina and the Rangers. I will watch the Islanders game with my wife. Which, like, from the beginning, I was going to say that was going to be my excuse to not do any of the Islander games, is because I brokered a deal with my wife to be able to do this, where I'm really I have to share with everybody how much I love my wife, because she's allowing me to sit here and watch hockey on a camera for the better part of the next 9 days. I haven't done any dishes. I haven't done any laundry. Actually put laundry in the wash yesterday, intending on seeing the whole thing through, and now I have folded laundry on my stairs because she did all of it for me already. So thank you to her for allowing any of this to even go on. That's my kiss up to my wife portion of the broadcast, but I'm going to watch the Islanders with her tomorrow. Long story short. If you are just joining us now and you weren't on earlier in the feed, Greg Wolfie, in-game host for the Lightning at Amalie Arena, was on with us during the first period. You can go back to the channel after the feed's done, and I post all of these shows so that you can go back and watch them again after the fact. So you can go and check that out if you'd like. Had a great time. Thanks for jumping on with us, Wolfie. Appreciate it. Can't wait to be able to go back to Amalie Arena and actually watch some hockey. Yeah, Bernie, I saw you post that earlier on about the Oshie fight. He really does, man. Like one of those. Oh, Dowd. Is that Jim Dowd? No, Jim Dowd, former old Devil, classic Devil. But no, Oshie got the spark going for the team. It looked like, I mean, look at the scoreline. It's hard to dispute that it worked exactly as planned. Get a time check for you here in just a second. Puck's going down in play, and puck's in play. 16:48, 47, 46, 5, 4, and 16:40 on my clock. Nick Dowd. Jim Dowd. Between last night, we were talking about the classic Devils, and me and Jason Siegel going back and forth about the old Devils roster. And now Jim Dowd. That's a whole other roster of Devils players that we could get into. Like, just such enjoyable teams those Devils teams were. And being in the shadow, like being the third team in the New York area to enter the market, they're definitely like the littlest. They're definitely the little brother of everyone there. But such exciting teams. Even that team in 95 that won the Stanley Cup, you know, Randy McKay and Jim Dowd and Ken Danico, Mike Peluso, all these guys whose names are escaping me, and of course Marty Brodeur, who was like, what a gift to be able to watch him night in, night out. I got 50. Whoa, Braden points on it, man. I've got to say, in the 3 days of games we've been watching, I think Braden Point is the single player that has stood out over anybody else. And now he's got the puck again. And then, right over the stick of Mr. Kevin Shattenkirk. Mr. Dual Paycheck Meister. Still on that Rangers paycheck. And it's still, what, $1.75 million? That is what you call a steal. Steal. Patrick Sundstrom, that's right. 8-point game, something like that. It was a pretty insane game that he had. Like I was saying last night, I was young, so I don't retain a lot of the a lot of the major game events that happened outside of the wins and losses, etc. But I do remember Patrick Sundstrom was just a great player. The game was so different back then. Wolfie was mentioning like Dino Cicerelli and being from the Maryland area and growing up around Caps hockey when, around that time. And he went to the media thing, which was really awesome. It's cool when somebody has a story like that they went to, that they did when they were young. And now, things come full circle and you're involved in the sport again and all that jazz. But thinking about those old Caps teams, Kelly Miller. That was my friend Dennis, who's the biggest Caps fan. I personally know. I mean, I know Ron now, and I know you now, Bernie. So I know a lot of Caps fans. But growing up, my best friend was a Caps fan, so I absorbed a lot of the Joey Juneau era. The Joey Juneau era. Not exactly sloppy play right now, but it just seems like the defenses of both teams are shutting. A scrum. Oh, the puck is stuck right there again. Same place it was last times. Oh, so close. Oh, what a scrap right there. Wow, 13-10 left here, and we're going to have a whistle for icing. Wow. That's some great play. That's the kind of play where the whole crowd is applauding these guys afterwards. Just an exciting sequence. Great stop there. Vasi gets the pad out. He's able to clear the post, but it was sticking right there. Ron was saying that in the last period. The puck just seems to be stuck right there. We're coming up on 13 minutes on my mark. And Mark, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 4, 3, 2, 12:50. We're now synced up and watching together on Hockey Now Network. And loving it. And loving it. $23-20 shots in favor of the Caps. Not a lot of, there have been penalties and they've had an impact on the game, but it's not like a painfully obviously penalty filled game. That's a lot of Y's at ends of words for me. Ooh, Anthony Cirelli takes a hit. Anthony Cirelli. Love you, Paul. Still want your job. When you're ready to retire, take your time. That's an offsides. 11:48. Stop clock. See what these comments say. I think both teams know there's going to be a 1-goal game. Seating on the line. Everyone's tight. I think you're right on. Spot on, Don. Spot on. You're fighting for points right now. You're just locking it down. You're playing safe. It's almost like you're playing for overtime. What are the overtime rules for round robin? NHL overtime round robin rules. I know somebody will get me exactly how it works, but let's see here. Robin, let's see how overtimes work. Round robin games will follow regular season overtime rules. That means 5-on-5, 3 on 5-minute 3-on-3, and then a shootout if necessary. Qualifier games will use playoff overtime rules. Teams play until a score. Tie in the standings after round robin will be broken by regular season points percentage. The Lightning have the advantage over the Capitals and Flyers, but not the Bruins. So that's exactly how it works. We'll have regular 5-minute 3-on-3 overtime followed by a shootout in today's game if we get to overtime. But let's see if we can get some good hockey and get some goals here. Also want to remind you that if you're having trouble with the Facebook feed on the game, the Twitch channel and YouTube channel, there's a Linktree link in the comments. You can watch on one of the other channels. I'd love for you to. Thank you for being here. Puck's back down, 11:40 right now, 39, 38, 37. Nice. Thanks, Don. Don's now on Twitch. Make sure you smash that. Well, I'll let Andrew tell you.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thank you. Another cover up. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those tight, let's just play for the whistles, play for the stoppages kind of a game. At least from here out. We'll be back tonight, 8 o'clock for Penguins Canadians. Right at 8 o'clock. It's NBC Sports Network. Keep forgetting Pat Maroon won the Stanley Cup last year with the Blues. It feels like it was 5 years ago. Oh, I would love to see that, Bernie. I would love to see that. Kucha's got it. He can be dangerous when he has it. Not in that instance, but still in the zone, though. Great keep-in, Hedman there. And back over up top. Let's look for a blast. Oh, no. Looking for that tip in the slot. Couldn't get it, though. Caps will clear out. 10:30 on the clock. Points got the puck into the zone. Out there with Pat Maroon and Kucherov. They'll chase back. That'll be a whistle. 10:07 on the clock. Tom Wilson is smiling at somebody, which means he's probably being a punk ass for some reason. For real, Walt. Like, why not start showing us all the camera angles or run a secondary feed? Like, put it online. I mean, all of us that are here are accustomed to using online for video. Why not put that stuff online? And at the same time, why doesn't the NHL pick up Hockey Now Network and watching together? I can just put the stream right on the TV, right on the screen. Maybe one day. Let's keep working towards that goal, okay? Everybody play their part. We'll get there. Puck's back down. Cirelli dumps it in. Winds around the board. TJ Johnson gives chase. Cirelli going in after it. No. It'll wind back around. Kuznetsov's got it. He'll move it out of the zone. Well, he'll try to, but he'll delay and pass. I'm not certain the Caps made a change, but I can assume that they did. I can only see. Shattenkirk will give it back to Sergachev, who will move it into the Cap zone. Holtby swats at it, but it gets out of his control. Caps will move the puck up the ice, though, to the Bolts zone. Kucherov picks it up in his own zone. He'll move it up into the ice. Palat gets it. Behind the net here. Oh, Braden Point was right in front. Oh, they would have loved that one back. 3-on-2 the other way for the Caps. Come on, boys. Let's go steeplechase now. Let's get this exciting. 8:09, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 minutes on the clock and ticking. We're synced up. Let's go. Let's get some exciting action here. Because if it's not exciting and I'm here by myself, it's quite boring. I feel like a fool. I don't feel like a fool. Looks like the Lightning are trying to take that momentum back, and it just might be working. It just might be working. Oh, is that it? No, he's good. Just some scrum behind the net there. Looked like it might have been an injury. Oh, that's a big hit. Who was that? Who was the giver and the receiver on that? Boom. McDonough's got it. You know, maybe 5 years ago, McDonough would have taken the puck on the forehand instead of the backhand right there. Would have loved to seen him try to make an offensive play. That's the instance. But let's talk about Kuzi in the zone. Oh, can't make a play happen. Can't make it happen, but he steals the puck back and shovels it towards Ovi, who's right in the slot. All right, we're back and forth. Shattenkirk's bringing it out. Started to move it into the Cap zone, but it's washed all the way back. Killorn shovels it in. Trying to break out my Doc Emmerich impression with all the analogies I can get. He pogos it. Oh, Cap's coming back the other way. Again, Nick Backstrom stopped right at the dot. But he'll get, no, he will not get possession back. Anthony Cirelli throws it into the Cap zone, and it's deep in there. Coming up on 6 minutes left here. Whoa, what just happened there with TJ Oshie? Looked like he got sandwiched there between Maroon and Paquette, but is there going to be penalty activity here or what? Maroon and Oshie. Maroon is looking right at Oshie, and Oshie's like, who are you? Wow. That was rough. We're in a TV timeout right now. Oh, man. Very excited about how this game has developed, how it's progressed. A lot of dump and chase, you're right. A lot of dump and chase. Nice. All righty. I'm going to let me load up the game center for Dallas and Vegas. We'll keep that up on the screen to watch along with as that game starts. 6:30. Well, 6:30 advertised time, which means puck will drop around 6:08, 6:09, I'm sure. Anthems and whatnot. I've got it pulled up, but I'll keep an eye on for when they actually start going with it. In the meantime, I want to eat a dozen Dunkin' Donuts right now because of the commercials, and I definitely want a frozen coffee. Both these teams play as well as Boston, Philly can play. Yeah, there's so much talent out there. And I know I'm being unfair and super critical of the game, the Boston Philly game yesterday. It was just insanely boring. Insanely boring to me. Not expecting them to continue playing like that as the tournament progresses, but, you know, they've got a guaranteed 6 games left to play. The round robin teams, at least. The 2 remaining round robins, and then at least 4, if not more. I got 526, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 520 on my clock. It's the third period, 2-2 Caps Bolts. No goals here in the third. Ooh. Dangerous play. Nah, not dangerous, just a tricky play there. Nick Backstrom looking to move the puck across the ice. Vasi covers. 5:01, stopped clock. Is Duncan keto friendly? No clue. I'm not keto friendly. I will tell you, I have actually dropped a couple of pounds since we've been doing these live streams because I haven't had any time to just sit around and if I was sitting and watching these games, I'd be sitting, watching, and eating. But I'm not eating or snacking. I'm just watching. So it's like really kind of a win-win for everybody. Well, I mean, I guess. In my case, it's a win. Though I do load up on candy when I'm laying in bed at night. Reese's Pieces last night. And Starburst, the mini Starbursts. Really good. Hey, thanks for jumping in. I see we got somebody on the YouTube channel right now. Also, several of you on the Hockey Now Twitch channel. You know what to do.
Hit that subscribe button.
I don't want to overdo it, but I want to overdo it every time. Yeah, Flyers got the third goal right after Boston. Boston didn't have much time to build anything on top of what they started with that goal. So looking at Yanni Gord on the TV now, and are we going to see a fight right here? Is this going to be a fight right here? Oh, no, it looked like that. Is that Radko Gudas? Is Gudas on the Caps? Don't judge me if I got that wrong, please. It's too much information to retain. Blake Coleman's got the puck right now. Great pickup by the Bolts, taking him from the Devils. Heart and soul guy. Not afraid to play. Get gritty. You need that in the playoffs. You got to have that grit. Oh. Easy save there for Holtby. Caps will clear the zone. Push it through the middle ice. Into the Bolt zone. Out to the point. Tees up. Wide. Scrum. Nope. Into the corner. Caps get the possession back. Circling. Looking for something. No, you're not Ovi. You can't do that. Rich. Old Rich Panic. A scrum at the whistle. 3:33 left in the third, and we got another TV timeout. Oh, man. feel like they added a TV timeout. There's only supposed to be 3. Under 14, under 10, under 7. Maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Yeah, they definitely are, Walt. They're starting to get the intensity up. Whoa. Don't mind me, just humming along here, waiting for the game to come back. Yeah, good call, Walt. I was kind of wondering what they would do with all the empty space, but I'm sure there's plenty more that they would have loved to do on the background, on the screens in the background. But I'm glad they didn't just litter the seats with advertisements. And I also they're doing it a little bit, the NHL, as far as the pre-recorded fan messages and stuff like that. But I mean, like with what the NBA is doing in the MLB, it's a little hokey to me. It's cool, but I'm just fine with the NHL and the way they're doing things right now. Great to see that. The only series where a team is down 2-0 is the Carolina New York Rangers series. Rangers down 2-0. Montreal's up 1-0 over Pittsburgh. The Islanders have the series lead 1-0, and the Columbus Blue Jackets leading their series over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Puck's down. We've got 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. You kind of have to play for overtime now, though, don't you? You want to get as many points as you can. Oh, a blast from the point, and it doesn't get through. McDonough steps in, tries to move a puck across the slot. Nobody there for it. And it's back out. Caps bring it into the zone. Kuzi finds. Oh! Kempney had a shot from the slot. Couldn't even hit the cage, dude. Hit the cage. Brutal. Too many missed shots by way of just missing the goal. Awful. Yeah, I think we're going to see OT here, Walt. Oh, what a save. Vassy, kick out toe, gets that save, and the Bolts move the puck back out into the zone. Kucherov has it. He'll scoop it down and around. 150 left here. Hedman collects the puck behind his own net, looking for an outlet pass, and he'll go way up the ice. Doesn't connect with it, but it goes all the way down into the cap zone, and it's buried deep down there. But it's lifted out. Cap's making a push. 1 minute left in the game right now. Out into the front. No one there. Oh! Oh, where's the puck? Oh, it went up and over. Up and over the cage, not out of play. That was exciting. Coming up 45 seconds here. Hagelin's got the puck in the corner. He's trying to work it around. He's got Yanni Gourde right there, though, on him, and they're able to clear the zone. Yeah, dude. Kempney had Ovi. Why do you not give Ovi the puck all of the time? Like, especially when he's right there waiting for you. Brutal. Looks like it looks like at this point both teams want to get the point. I mean, it's that time. There's 20 seconds left. We're going to see overtime here. You're cutting into my dinner time, boys. I only got an hour. Hedman comes into the zone with the puck. He'll put tricky shot on net there. But Holtby's able to shrug that away, and we are going to overtime. Overtime. Oh, and a post-game scrub. Oh, yep, there's Tom Wilson. He's trying to throw punches with his gloves on. Way to go, Tom Wilson. We are not surprised by your antics. Ovi and Sergachev are off on the side there. Talking about borscht or vodka or anything else that the Russian players talk about. Sorry to be profiling or something of that. Coming up here, we're going to overtime here. Round robin game for the Capitals and the Lightning. How about that? How about that, Jesse?
How about that?
That's right. It looks like Tom Wilson constantly picks fights with guys that shouldn't be fighting. Like, I don't think Anthony Cirelli should be or wants to be fighting anybody, but he'll get right up in that face and try to make something of it. As let's see if the Stars and Golden Knights game has started yet. We've got the Game Center is not quite there yet. I'm not going to put the Game Center up now that we're watching the end of this, though. Hey, dog. This will be our second overtime game. First game was in a qualifying series. Of course, that was the Canadiens and Penguins, so that has different rules. This is regular NHL regular season overtime rules. So we'll go 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, and then shootout. After that, I wonder if there'll be any penalties ensuing from the that scrum at the end there. Won't be surprised if there are. Thanks for jumping on the stream. We appreciate it. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, a follow, a share, any of that. I'm not at the point where I'm ready to start, throwing my Cash App out there and begging for donations. I'm going to try to not do that. But nonetheless, likes and follows are definitely appreciated. See John Cooper on the bench there, trying to understand what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I'm not watching with the volume on, so I can't hear the. So Tom Wilson is in the box with a 2-minute penalty, but I also see Anthony Cirelli in there, but no penalty up on the board for him. So let's see what the call is here. Bernie, you're not taking it personal about Tom Wilson, are you? Please don't. Please don't. He's a pest in the final, and that's why people hate him, because he's good at being a pest. And look, if I played with Ovi, I'd be great also, probably. 3-on-3 for overtime. TJ Oshie's got the puck. We are at 4:50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45. And here we go. Ovi's, no, that's Orlov's got it. TJ Oshie lets the puck pass him, comes around the koozie. And he'll just take the puck out of the zone, and they will change up. Oh, sneaky. Down to Ovi. He's trying to... Oh, what a move. What a move. He couldn't finish it, but what a play, Ovi. Braden Point's on it. No, couldn't get it. Has the puck wrestled away from him, and it looks like we'll have stoppage of play. I assume an offsides. What a move for Ovi there, huh? I mean, that was just a fantastic, through the legs. Through the legs, Braden. Yowza, yowza, yowza. So Sergachev's got it now, trying to find something to do with the puck. He's got Nick Backstrom on him, though, so he doesn't have a whole lot of room. Ooh, tries to lose the defender, but Vrana with it on a breakaway and a save, Vazzy. 3:20 left in the overtime, and we've had some good opportunities for the Caps. Haven't really seen a good opportunity for the Bolts just yet, have we? Wow. Yeah, the puck's rolling around, man. Coming up on 3 minutes left here in the overtime. And Alex Killorn has it. I thought he was going to drop it, but I guess not. He's out there with McDonough. And who's this on the puck? Is that Palat? I think it is. They throw it towards Holtby. Holtby will cover and then let go of the puck. He'll get it to Ovi. Ovi is on the move again, pushing it up the ice. Not what you want to see. He tried to take a shot, but just kind of lost the puck. Either lost it or put it right into the feet. But here comes Ryan McDonough. Big Mac. Not a big shot. Ovi was like, Orlov was pointing. You give that puck to Ovechkin. Where's my arm? Yeah, there it is. You give that puck to Ovechkin. Trying to fit in the screen here. Bolts will take it back outside of the zone. 2 minutes left in overtime. 2-2. 32 shots on goal for the Caps so far today. 27 for the Lightning. And here comes Tyler Johnson. TJ. I can't play Johnny Be Good if he scores because I don't have the rights to the music. Oh, what a great shot, but Holtby's there to stop it. 1:40 left in the overtime. The Caps are carrying it, Walt. They are definitely, until this last sequence of events, now looks like the second half of overtime belongs to the Lightning. Victor Hedman brings it into the zone, and he'll drop it to Yanni Gourde, who's looking for Blake Coleman in the slot, but couldn't get the puck through. It's tied up right around the Capitals blue line, but it's into the zone now. 1:10 on my clock. The Caps looking to get the puck out of the zone and move it back up. Dmitry Orlov will take it and circle. He'll get it over to TJ Oshie, who will drop it to Mr. Backstrom, and he tries to make a play, but there's no one there. Just not enough players on the ice. We're only 3-on-3 now. This is regular season overtime rules. So if we hit the end of overtime, we will get a 3-man shootout. And I would imagine we will see TJ Oshie. And it looks like that's what these teams are playing for right now. They want to get to that shootout. Maybe one more push here for the Lightning. Braden Point, he's got Kucherov, and he leaves it for him. They take it into the zone. Braden Point comes down. Ooh, flipped for Kuch right in the slot, but couldn't get it. Caps are going to try to push it back the other way. There's 15 seconds left. And right in, big stop from Big Cat. And we've got a stoppage Kovalchuk adjusting his gold chain, his bling, as they call it. Oh. Wow. So it'll be 4-on-3 here. Is that right? That's what it looks like here. 4-on-3. Golden Knights already with a goal in their game. 1:04 in. Chandler Stevenson. 1-0 Golden Knights over the Stars. There's about 17 minutes left there in the first period. William Karlsson on the assist there. Marc-Andre Fleury not playing today. It's Robin Leonard. But again, I've said it plenty of times, and I think it's valid that it is Cooch for holding the stick. They kept showing that replay. I mean, you had to call that. I mean, he was holding onto the stick. But for the Golden Knights, this is a glorified preseason for them. So let Robin Leonard get in there and see what he can do. You have to assume that Marc-Andre Fleury could just jump in there because of his experience. But nonetheless, we'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to a shootout here with the Caps and the Bolts. 33 shots on goal through regulation for the Capitals. Lightning have 28 shots on goal. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in with us. Don't forget, at 8 o'clock, we'll be back on for the Penguins and Canadiens for Game 2 of their series. Canadians get the overtime winner the other night, so they're up 1-0. They'd love to put Pittsburgh in their back against the wall, maybe making most of the Canadian hockey fandom go crazy to see their Canadians advancing. Here we go. Shootout time. It's got to be Oshie. Oshie, Kuzi, and Backstrom. That's the prediction, Bernie. I got you. It'll definitely be Oshie. I would assume that Oshie is out there. I wouldn't be surprised if Oshie switches jerseys between rounds and takes all 3 shots. Shootout records for the teams: Tampa Bay 2-1 this season, Washington 4-3. So both of them winning records, but Lightning only getting 3 shootouts in their season this year. Let's see what we got here. Oh, they're showing the replay of Kucherov and his lost puck breakaway. I'll tell you what. Now it's weird to see people in the stands. They just showed that replay. Now it's strange seeing people actually at the games. But here we go. We are let's see who will be the first shooter. Looks like it'll be Victor Hedman. All right. Go get it, Hetty. See what you got, boy. Hedman grabs the puck. He's in on Holtby. A shot and a save, Holtby. Simple shot, simple save, no score. An X in round 1 for the Lightning. Well, let's see who's going to take on Vasilevsky in this next round of the shootout. It'll be Oshie first. TJ Oshie's got the puck, and he comes in on Vasilevsky. And it's a goal. We'll just give him the one little stinger dinger. We won't give him the full goal deal. Oshie's so great. He's just so great. I like him more and more every time I see him play. Braden Point's going to take this next shot for the Lightning. He's in, and it's a goal. Braden Point gets a goal, evens it up. It's 1-1 in the shootout now. Let's see who will take the puck for Washington in the next round. Just a simple shot. Wrister, snapshot, right through, glove side low, and he found that little gap in between the glove and the pad, and he buried it. Kuznetsov up now with his stick with the hole in it. Let's see what he can do here. And Kuzi playing it. Whoa, really super safe. Holds onto the puck too long. That's an X in the grid for the Caps. 1-1 going into the third round here. Who do we get for the Bolts here in this last round? It'll be Cooch. Nikita Kucherov is in on Holtby. He's got the puck. He looks, he shoots, and he scores. Nikita Kucherov buries it, and now the pressure is on the big cat. Can Vasilevsky make the save in the last round here? I know it's round robin, but you want to get those points if you can. Holtby did not play that well at all. I mean, that was a simple score. Nick Backstrom in. Let's see what he can do here. He's in on Vasilevsky, and he is stoned, and that's the game for the Tampa Bay Lightning. They win 3-2 in the shootout in the round-robin game, so they'll collect all of the points that are available right now, and they'll look forward to their next one. I believe their next one. Let me look at their schedule here. The next Lightning game will be on Wednesday, 4 o'clock against Boston. So I'm going to stream that one live, of course. Well, that was an exciting game. Definitely the best of the round-robin games that we've seen so far. I think that's safe to say. Do me a couple of quick favors, if you will, before we get out of here.
Hit that subscribe button and smash that like button and do that.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in on the Twitch channel and the YouTube Live and the Facebook Live. Really appreciate everybody hanging out with me through the first couple of days. Let's keep it growing. We're going to go into the playoffs with it too. So let's get our friends group as big as we can, and we'll get fans from different teams. I'd love to have you on the stream with me whenever we can. So see you at 8 o'clock. Canadians and Penguins. Make sure you're here with us, all right?